30 years, by the way, hence the voice. Joking.
Okay.
I'm a dwarf.
I'm
I feel like I
hyped.
need to be in a permanent state of drunkenness.
That's true.
I'm fucking hyped.
Okay, let's get going.
You're also a little bit nervous, Sam.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to record as well, so we can listen back to it, which is quite nice. So do you want to decide between the two of you who's going to roll the first dice? Actually, why don't you can both roll the first dice. So get your percentile d10s.
Percentile.
So the ones that
what?
have the percentile d10s. So the ones that got a 10-sided dice, and then there's one that's like
It's got tens on it.
10 through 100.
Okay, yeah.
So Sam, take the 10 through 100 one, and Dave, take the normal one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I've got a 10-sided dice here.
You should have two 10-sided dice.
Okay, I've got one, so I roll it twice, if that's okay.
No. Like, there should be one which is like it has like.
I told you I'm using it on internet things.
Yeah. It should. Okay. Well, then use the 10-sided dice, and Dave use the percentile.
So the
The ones got 10, 20, 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so each roll and tell me what the result is.
20.
6.
So you got 26 total. Okay, cool. So you just decided what ship you sailed in on.
Ooh.
Small dinghy.
It was not a small dinghy. So 26 is your starter roll. So the first roll of the campaign. Okay, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's
Why not?
quickly put on some ambiance.
I can hear that from yours.
It's on Discord. It's through Discord.
What the fuck? Excellent.
I know, I'm very good. Okay, so right, let's go.
If I don't say so myself.
Yeah, I am very good. Okay, so you let me just check again. Okay. You stand on the creaky deck of the Voice of a Remembrance as it comes to a stop and weighs anchor in Seabreeze Wharf, one of the more westerly piers in Dragon Turtle Bay. The morning sea air fills your nose as the loud sound of harbour hustle becomes louder and louder as the sound of your ships are drowned out by the crowds of people in the port. You look out over the city, an oasis in the cliffs. Keystone, the unofficial capital of the world, nestled between the gap between two cliffs and built into the side of a hill, Keystone is a sprawling metropolis of all races and riches. From the mansions of Keystone Cliffs to the slums of Mouse Gate and everything in between, Keystone has it all, a city of opportunity and adventure, but not without its dangers and its haunted underbelly. Captain Salvador, the owner of the brigantine, what was it called? It was called the Voice of Remembrance. So Captain Salvador, the owner of the brigantine Voice of Remembrance, a gruff half-orc with sun-bleached skin, long wavy black hair, tied in a ponytail poking at the back of his battered tricorn hat, gathers his cargo, a handful of people who bought passage to Keystone. All right. Gather round, please. Here on the foredeck. Thank you. Squeeze in. Hey, you, try not to get in the way of me men. Thank you. All right, we got here safe and sound, one day sooner than is expected as well. You're welcome. You're very welcome. But unfortunately, gratitude won't feed me or my men. Now, as we agreed, half up front, half when we got to the port. And he goes along the line, and as he's talking, he's constantly fidgeting with the compass tied to his belt. So that'll be 10 gold per person. Thank you very much for your patronage, and enjoy your time in Keystone. He walks up and collects gold from each of the people. As he moves along the line towards you, he says to you two, would you be able to stay behind on the foredeck for a second? There's something I would like to discuss with you.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Salvador collects his earnings and hurries the people off the gangplank. Right, move it. I've got things to do today, and I don't have to babysit you all. He checks that they're all gone, and now puts his slightly heavier coin bag away and turns to you. Hello, you seem like capable folk. I was wondering if you would be able to do a bit of business with me. How about we forget the final payment you owe me, and I give you back to you what you paid me before, and pay you an extra 10. That's 30 gold each for a pretty simple job. And you'll be in my good books, and that can go a long way. Are you interested?
Don't know about this. Sounds a bit dodgy. What do you have in
What's the
mind?
job? Yeah.
Yeah, what's the job?
Oh, it's a very simple delivery kind of job. Honestly, anybody could really do it. I just don't particularly want to leave my ship very well. It'll be quick as you like. It shouldn't take more than a couple of hours. Promise you, it'll be worth your time. And if I'm honest, usually delivery costs about 1 or 2 gold, and I'm giving you over 10 times the amount.
Can we ask what's in it?
Oh, he reaches reaches behind him and grabs a small chest, around like a small chest, kind of like a foot by a foot, like not very big. And he says, "So the chest is locked, and it doesn't particularly matter what's in the chest to you. You just have to get it to the point you need to get it to. It's part of the deal. You probably don't want to look inside anyway, and you don't even have the key, so it's not." It's not really relevant. You just had to get it to point A to point B, if I'm honest.
I mean, there's a chance that we're going to run across some guards or some law enforcement guys that I generally like and get along with. Are we going to run? Is there any problem if we run into them, or are they going to be?
Well,
be fine.
Here's the thing.
I don't want to mess around this new town.
I completely understand, and you'll be absolutely fine. I promise you. I do have to lay my cards on the table a bit. I do suggest that you don't let the customs officer at the dock see you. Only reason being is because him and me, don't get along. We don't see eye to eye. I've been caught one many times with undeclared cargo, but this is a very small object. He won't even bother you, really, I don't think. But I would make sure he doesn't see you at all. Other than that, you should be all skinny.
Well, I mean, I want to help.
And honestly,
random stranger who's standing next to me, I imagine.
Yes, you've not met the person. So would you like to describe yourself, Dave?
Yeah, sure. So I am. Wait, let me get my description back up. So I'm 5'7" tall.
Oh, a little bit on the short side.
Well, he's a dwarf.
I am
He's
a
actually
dwarf.
quite tall.
You're a fucking huge dwarf.
I'm a tallish dwarf.
Dude, you're only like 4 inches shorter than me.
Yeah, I know your pics. It's super harsh. From a 6'5", whatever. Sorry, go on.
What's that? 4'7".
Oh,
You're 4'7".
You said 5'7".
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yeah, it's like Max is 5 foot. Shit.
Dave, I know you're tall, but come on, man.
Sorry, let me do this again. Sorry, I look down and
Yes, you look down at my 4'7".
And those are two different measurements.
Yeah, sounds like I'm talking about something else.
Dave, would you like to describe yourself other than your height?
Yes, so I've got dark red shoulder length hair.
Ooh.
It's kind of got several braids kind of fashioned into it, kind of around. And I've also got what I like to think is a well kept beard. There's same like dark reddish hair, and that kind of goes down to about my chest length, and it's got a single iron band in it. And on that iron band, it's kind of just a simple iron band with a bronze copper sort of axe head with a kind of a blue lightning bolt through it. And then other than that, I'm just kind of wearing basic traveler's clothes that are kind of a bit muddy and a bit worn from the travel that I've seen.
Sure.
And then 2 rings. One is on my left hand, and that is the same symbol that is on the ring around my beard, and the other one is, again, it's just like a dull kind of iron ring that has a silver anvil with a kind of a bronze flame on top of it, and I have blue eyes.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm quite pale, as in, like, because I've not seen much of the sun.
and, yeah, pale. Yeah.
Currently, at the moment, what's your name as well, Dave?
Fargrim.
Currently, at the moment, Fargrim's looking a bit green as well.
Bit
yeah.
queasy.
Not a fan of boats, Fargrim. Fargrim turns to his left and sees Sam's character. Sam, would you like to describe yourself?
I can, I shall. So, I've got the right thing here. Yeah, I can do this. Fuck's my appearance? Oh fuck it! I'm like a 6 foot tall half elf. Quite sort of pale coloured. I think I've got silver eyes. I can't find my appearance on the character sheet. That's weird. It was there before.
Mine was in the. I put mine into the notes.
Oh, you wrote yours. There should be.
Yeah.
There was a whole appearance section there.
Oh yeah, I just did it separately into the notes.
Oh fuck! I can't find mine. Alright, whatever. So yeah, about 6 foot tall. I think I've got blonde hair with silvery eyes. I think that's right. I'm fairly like athletic, like lithe. I'm quite young. I'm like 17 years old, so I have that youthful kind of nervous, excited look about me. I've got. So I can run through some of my equipment. So I'm carrying a sword. I'm carrying like a long sword. I've got a shield on my back. Along with your kind of typical sort of almost not quite soldier gear, but kind of enforcer gear. So I've got like so a bit of armor, a backpack, and a handkerchief sticking out of my my belt with a 3 green like wavy lines on it, which is dear to me, which I look after. So yeah.
Brilliant. So I have a feeling the dockmaster and the customs officer might be heading around here. So, do we have a deal, my friend? I'll meet you later this afternoon back on my ship.
What do you think about this, Fargrim?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Brilliant.
Like helping
Thank you
people
very
out.
much. And he shakes your hand with a strong grip. You can feel the calluses in his hand. He's clearly worked his ship for years. So he hands you this small box. It appears to be just a wooden chest. Doesn't appear to be anything significant. Just iron bands over it, as you'd expect. And as he kind of hands it over to you, you hear kind of like something slide around inside. It like kind of like a small thunk kind of thing. So when you it's not like an animal organic kind of sound. It's kind of like sounds like a wood box.
Something hefty.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not that heavy actually. It's just that it feels like there's just something inside.
Sure.
Is it breakable?
The chest.
Probably.
It's
the thing inside it.
The thing inside it. You don't know.
Probably.
What do you ask Salvador that?
How careful we're gonna have to be.
Yeah.
It's not a fragile. It's not made of glass, from my understanding. But I wouldn't
Don't drop it.
throw it around too much. But and then
Do you want to carry that, Fargrim?
the box is sealed, so don't open it, or it won't be accepted by my contract at the other end. And both me and his organisation might have a few mortal words with you. What's in the box don't matter, so don't worry about it. And you just worry about getting to the right people and getting paid. Ask to order breakfast. Ask for the house special, and he will say, "It's in the back. Offer help." Go to the Sculpted Spider. Just a sweet little joint, just off the Market District. And go and ask for the house special. Order breakfast, ask for the house special, and he will say it's in the back. You offer help. And we're tickety-boo, I think.
Tickety-boo it is.
And as you, as he says this, you hear something. You hear a high-pitched, whiny tone. Salvador, Salvador. Oh Christ! Here he comes. All right, I can distract him for a few moments, but you need to scurry off this ship, and you need to try and avoid his gaze.
Presumably the other guy's going to pay us.
You come back to me. I'll pay you the full
Oh right. Okay. Should we make a dash for it, Fargrim?
Oh, Dockmaster Grimm, how have you been? It's Graham, and you know that. And Salvador kind of walks off towards the gangplank and interrupts Dogmaster Graham, a nasally man hunched over in a black robe, and behind him someone with a clipboard writing stuff. They're blocking off the what's it called, the gangplank towards the dock. So what do you guys want to do?
How far could we jump to the dock? I don't know how far away we are.
It's jumpable. It's only about like 10 feet or something like that. However, they might notice you two people jumping onto the dock. It's not like there's nobody on the dock currently.
I'm just gonna walk past them.
Yeah, I reckon you can walk past him. You're pretty small.
I ain't jumping over water.
Yeah.
Don't want to drown.
Should we just try and like walk past him together, or do you want me to create a distraction? Or well, he's already distracted, but
Well, I've got the box, haven't I?
yeah, you got the box.
So if you made a distraction,
you
help.
you see Salvador distracting the guy, but you see behind his hands. Dave, do you want to roll a perception check?
Sure. How do I do that?
You roll, take a d20 and roll roll it, and then add your perception modifier, which should be under your stats.
Perception.
Is that under skills?
Yeah, skills. That's
Oh,
what- yeah.
I've got +4 perception.
Oh.
And I got 5.
You got 5 total. Sam, do you want to roll
No,
as well?
no, I got a 9.
Okay,
So-
you got 9. Okay. So you see Salvador motion with his hand behind his back, pointing. It looks like away from him, but then you realise it might be pointing to the other side of the ship.
Ooh.
So you turn around and you can see that below there appears to be another pier, but there's a wide amount of room in between the brigandine you're on, the what's it called, a Voice of Remembrance, and the pier. Unfortunately, however, as you go to the side of the ship, you look down. There is a small boat already in the water.
Yeah, should we go that way? I know you're not a huge fan of boats, Fargrim, but it's probably easier than going.
Fine.
All right, so you
All right, let's go. Let's go.
so you climb down the rigging. Do you want to both give me an athletics check?
Okay.
Is that
So just the normal
D20
D10
again?
dice.
Yeah, no, D20. No, almost every single check is done with a D20.
Okay. Hang on.
Athletics.
D20.
Athletics, yeah.
I got 8 + 3.
Okay, so you got a 11 then.
Yeah.
Hang on. I think I've got a. Yeah, I've got a D20 here. Okay, cool. Athletics check, rolling. Oh dear. I got a 3, and I've got 2 as my athletics.
Okay, so you got a 5. So
Yeah.
Okay, so Fargrim's able to traverse down the rigging quite adeptly. He's a athletic kind of guy who's strong forearms, strong biceps, able to hold his incredible weight very easily. Sam, I'm copying and pasting a really good dice roller into the Discord.
Cheers.
He gets into the boat, no
Yeah,
problem
just
at all.
Oh dear.
What was your name? Sorry.
Aomine.
Aomine sees this incredible feat and is quite impressed and wants to show in his boisterous kind of way. He wants to show his ability, and he tries to climb down onto the rigging, but his foot gets trapped on the rigging as he goes over, and he completely loses footing and just falls into the water next to the boat. You hear, "What was that?" "Nothing, mate. It's, I don't know, seagull or something. Now, what can I do for you?" As Aomine's head bobs up on the water next to the boat, next to Fargrim.
Help! I'll jump in. Surely I can get back in the boat.
Yeah, you can get back in the boat with relative ease. Fargrim pulls you back in, kind of a good first impression. And
Yeah, it
you,
makes it more greener and greener as.
yes, that's true.
We get
So who's you find 2 oars in this boat, so you're able to row. Who's rowing?
How strong are you, old Fargrim, buddy?
I mean, I'm a dwarf, so
Yeah,
I'm strong.
you got tough arms, but can you row? Yeah, you row. Fuck it.
Okay, so you're making the seasick dwarf row. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, roll an athletics check with disadvantage.
Oh, I've realised I've just been for the 2
Oh, you've been rolling a d12.
D10.
Oh, Roll a d20, you fool.
Oh, hang on, I just dropped it.
So you have to roll with disadvantage. So it's roll it twice and take the lower roll. Because
so I got 7
Fargrim is very seasick at the moment.
Oh dear.
and a 9, so 7. Which one is it?
Athletics.
So I got 10.
So you got 10. Okay, so with in between bouts of Fargrim going and just like dropping the oar and holding his hand to his mouth, Eowyn is Eowyn, sorry.
Yep.
Is just looking at this, being like, I really should have probably rowed the boat. And it takes about 10 minutes, and you keep being like, Eowyn keeps being like, do you want me to row? And he's like, nope, I've got it. It takes a while to get to the other side of the pier, much longer than it really should have. And eventually you get there and pull yourselves onto the pier with cargo in tow.
Good job, Fargrim. Pats on the upper back.
As you pull him onto the pier.
I might need a few more minutes just for.
Yeah. Can I have a look around? I've got good investigation. I don't know if that's useful.
Sure. So it's a perception check to kind of look around and see what's going on.
It's perception.
Perception.
Oh, I don't have much perception.
If you want to have a look around, that's what you got to do.
Do you want to have a look around? You got a better perception than me, Fargrim. While you're throwing up.
I'm
Don't
concentrating on not throwing
metagame,
up.
Sam.
What is that? Is that what you're supposed to do?
Well, no, it's just like it's like rude to be like, oh yeah, you are better at perception. Your modifiers are higher than mine. You do that. It's like if
he's better at seeing
I know,
shit
but
than me.
if your character would want to do something, you play your character.
Yeah.
You don't.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
too concentrated on not throwing up, so.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'll have a look around. I'll have a look. Sorry.
Alright, so
I'll have a look around.
roll a
Alright, so I'm
perception
throwing
check.
D. Yeah, so is it a D20 I use for this?
Always do a d20. Yeah.
Okay, so I got 11.
Yep.
And my perception is +1, so that's 12.
Okay, cool. So so you see a lot of hustle bustle on the dock. The people getting things off of ships, people putting onto cargo onto ships. There seems to be some fish markets at the back of the dock near the harbour where people are getting their fresh daily fish. And there are a few streets leading up the hill towards this giant city in front of you, Keystone. There seems to be a couple of main concourses with a couple of signposts around, and you see with your roll that there is a signpost which points to the market district.
Perfect.
You also see that the dockmaster and customs officer are now on the ship, and they didn't notice you leave.
Cool. Fargrim, do you want to check anything out here? Generally, anything before we head off towards the market district? Or?
I just want to get away from the sea.
All right, let's start heading towards the market district, following that sign.
Okay, cool. So do you want to roll an investigation check?
Okay. I shall do that now. Oh, 20.
Nice.
And investigation 3.
Oh no! So you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
So so I might have explained to you. Natural 20 and natural 1s are like super impressive. Really massive.
That's lucky,
things,
yeah.
Nat things. And a natural 20 is an automatic success regardless of whatever happens.
Oh right.
And you don't add anything to it unless it's in like really specific circumstances. And a nat 1 is exactly the opposite. It's an automatic fail regardless of what happens. You can't add anything to it.
Okay.
So you automatically succeed. You find them. You see the sign. You see the market district, and you ask a couple of people around using your kind of ability to get on with people. Having been a guard, you can talk to the local police. You go your local town guard. Say we're looking for this specific place. So it takes you a very very short amount of time for you to find the sculpted spider. Asking the right people, they point you in the direction of an alleyway, which seems very, very shady at first. And as you go into the alleyway, there's a sign which says, it doesn't say anything, it's just in the shape of a spider. It's kind of not really anywhere. There's nothing like significant about this alleyway. There's no like, there's doors either side and stuff like that, but there is, the only thing significant is the spider, and it's kind of hanging near a door. So you find the sculpted spider. Do you want to head inside?
Fargrim, do you want to get some weapons ready first? I don't know about this. Let's maybe I don't know.
We shouldn't go in all weapons.
No. Just be like, I don't know. Just loosen up the
My fists
unholster your fist. All right, fuck it. Okay, let's go in. I'll just have the sword at my side as usual. So yeah, let's go in then.
Okay, so you open the door. The inn is a modest half-timbered building with a reinforced wooden door and rough-hewn wooden tables and benches. The building itself has no windows and is exceptionally filthy, dimly lit by the hearth and a few torches. The bar seems to only have a couple of people dotted around, the ale-stained tables, and the beam of morning sunlight lights up the dusty bar as you enter, causing patrons to look over with grimaces before turning back. Behind the bar is an older man with long, curly white hair. He's wearing loose-fitting brown clothes covered in stains, and he's resting his head in his hands at the bar and appears to be asleep.
I
will
dash up.
him.
Yeah, let's skip up to the bar. Pretty optimistically.
I'm not skipping up. I'm not optimistic.
I'm gonna be sort of happily sort of walking up to this guy.
It's kind of more in the background.
Yeah, let's do the thing. So say, hi there. Pretty hungry. We get the. Hi.
He rouses.
Good morning.
Looks. His eyes are super bloodstained. Looks like he's not slept in days. What do you want? Coming into my pub, waking me up during my morning sleep. As he gets back to cleaning glasses.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to trouble you.
Well, you have troubled me, really. If I'm honest, normal patrons know not to wake me up. I'm doing the same voice as I did for thingy.
I think it's okay. Can I use my persuasion here to try and calm him down?
Yeah, sure. What do you say to try and calm him down?
Listen, I'm brand new here. Just got off the boat. We had a pretty hard time getting here, but honestly, between you and me, I've never seen such a well-kept, beautiful little whatever the fuck tavern as a place like this. So it's just a pleasure to be here.
Well, roll a persuasion check.
D20. Ooh, 9 plus 5.
Do the maths for me.
14.
There you go.
Sorry. Sorry. I didn't know that you had to. I don't know. First time.
He goes, oh, it's all right. I suppose. Working night shifts and day shifts every day. I just get a bit grouchy. What can I do for you? As he's pouring a pint.
Oh. Yeah. No. Well. Oh, it'd be great if we could order off the breakfast house special.
Oh, the old house special. I'll have to rustle it up. I think it's in the back actually.
Oh, well, we'll help.
You'll help. All right. Yeah, go on then. Why don't you? He takes the pint he's poured in the tankard and downs it very quickly and slams it on the table. And he goes, oh, "Go on then. Come on." I didn't think it was time in the morning for this, but yeah, we can do a bit of house special here, wouldn't you? Martha! Is that what? Watch the bar for me. I've got some business to attend to in the back. All right. And somebody else, an older woman, takes control of the bar. And he opens the bar, and you can walk in towards the kitchen.
Should we? Let's go. Let's follow him cautiously. Actually, I'm pretty optimistic at this point because this is going rather well.
Cautious as shit.
I'm basically just straight up charging in, following him.
Okay, so you walk into the kitchen. It's basically empty. It appears to be either one of him or his wife. Goes into the back and does the cooking. So there's a couple of pots burning, but it's empty other than the three of you.
So
what's this business you want to talk about? What business on the house you want to talk about?
We have a parcel.
Right.
Hand him over the. Well, do we tell him? But yeah, let's tell him about it.
That's not how it works. I do not get given packages, and I do not keep them. The deal is the packages are not left with me here. I am not keeping them. That is not part of it. The deliverer has to wait for the appointed shadow to come and take it. Otherwise, no one gets paid, and people go missing, see?
How do we know who the...
Look,
when they'll be coming?
Each area has an appointed shadow. Are you new to this? Are you very green? Each area is an appointed.
He's clearly green.
No,
He looks up at you like. He's like, are you cops? You guards?
No. Well, I used to, I kind of am, but not really. Not.
What?
I'm not working.
What the? Are you bank copper then?
No. I'm just helping someone out. Just
Right,
helping the guy out.
Sure, yeah. That's what all coppers like to say when they're bent. They don't want to admit. Right. Look, I do not take the package, and it will not be left with me. Nobody gets paid. You have to wait for the shadow to come and take it.
The shadow? Who's the shadow?
Oh, he's the runner for Wraith.
Who's Wraith?
Oh, bloody, you are green-fingered. When did you come into Keystone? On a boat this morning?
Like an hour ago.
Oh, you did come on a boat this morning. All right.
Yeah.
Look, Wraith... he slowly closes the door. Look, Wraith is the bloody thieves organisation, the biggest underground syndicate in the goddamn world. How have you not heard of them?
Well, I'm usually we're new to town.
Yeah, from far away.
And you've already got mixed up with Wraith, all right? Fair enough. They catch him early, don't they? All right. You have to wait for the shadow. Our young shadow is a youngish lad called Edmund. He's usually here for a few hours each day. He's been coming here every day for the last few months or so. A good enough kid. I haven't seen him in a couple of days, mind you. That's pretty unlike him.
No dear.
Go find him.
Yeah, where was he last seen?
Whoa, when he leaves the building, he's not my concern. I don't actually know where he goes. But you got to deliver it to him. I'm not taking it. That's not part of my cut. I don't know. I don't know where he's been. Maybe a couple of copper might slip my tail.
Can we do another? Sorry.
What does he look like, Edmund?
This guy isn't going to tell us shit until we give him some cash.
Oh yeah, I couldn't possibly say.
Can I use a persuasion check here again?
Yeah, sure. What do you say?
Look, mate. I appreciate that we're new to this, but I've actually got to meet up with some guard buddies in pretty shortly, and I'd hate to have to bring him in, and I did like this place, but I've noticed there's quite a lot of grime around, so I'm worried about potentially having to get a health inspector in here if we have to go down that road. Rather we just
my rats get washed every morning.
We could just deal with this like
roll,
men, and we can
roll an intimidation check.
I was gonna say, it sounds
intimidation check. Oh shit! Yeah, I am, aren't I? Okay.
You're not persuading this man. You're intimidating him.
16.
Huh. Look, all right, fair enough. We don't want the health inspector coming in. I'm not entirely sure what meat I get in, but it could be rat. It could be ferret. It's definitely not chicken, as I like to put it on the menu. Chicken parfait. But look, that's what the house special really is. I tell you now. Okay, just don't call the health inspector. I'll tell you what I know about Edmund and where he was last seen. Look, I honestly do not see him outside. I barely leave this building, so I do not see him outside. However, when he's been ordering at the bar, he has mentioned saying, he likes to hang around something like the Coppered something. Coppered. It sounds like a shop. I don't know. Coppered Cart maybe.
Okay. What kind of shop is it? Is it?
Look, that's all I know.
Okay. All right. Very helpful.
Yes, I am. Now, if there isn't anything else, take yourself and the packages and go find Edmund.
I think we will do.
Yeah. All right. Thanks very much.
You're very welcome. Now, Scarpa, and he opens the back door, and a beam of light shines into the kitchen to another alleyway.
Why can't we go back through the front door?
Look, I've opened the back door now. Get out.
Oh, all right. Get out. All right, we'll get out. Let's fucking leave. Jesus Christ. All right, we're out. Oh, that was exciting.
Is that the way
he says, remembering his character?
You hear the door slam behind you.
Is that the way you always do things then, or?
Well, I think I just accidentally stumbled into intimidating him without meaning to. I was just trying to be like friendly, and he took it the wrong way. I thought it would actually benefit from the health inspector check, but all right, fine.
Why would that not be an intimidation check?
I just obviously wasn't thinking straight. I suppose we should probably head back to the market district to find this cupboard's carp, whatever it's called.
Did you say cupboards? I thought you said coppered.
It probably said coppered. Coppeard's carp. Could be a fishing place or a market. Oh, can I use a history check for that? No? I don't know. Does that work?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Ancient, historical. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Here we go. Oh, 6.
You don't really understand what the name copper cart is. It could be anything really. You're very new to the city. It's not. You're not. This isn't your kind of your area of expertise.
Yeah. So fat logger that was. Should we just go back to the market district then? Fargrim. Foggy. Can I call you Foggy?
No.
Okay.
I
thought that would go like that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back.
All right. So
have a brief look around.
You head back to the market district. And you see stalls everywhere. People setting up in the morning. You arrived early in the morning for their wares. In a big square with a fountain in the middle, there's buildings lining the outside of the square, which appears to maybe be shops, but a lot of them are kind of like run down. There's loads and loads of stalls just dotted around. Fruit, linens, clothes, swords, weapons, and yeah. What do you want to do?
Can I roll a perception check?
Sure.
Just look at their names. Some of the places.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
19 plus.
Ooh!
Pretty good.
It's 4. Yeah, plus 4.
Okay, so them being stalls, none of them have like names on them.
Okay.
But you can see in the back of the kind of the square there are some shops dotted around. Around the area, and you see the name of what was it called?
Cupboards.
No. So you see above the gateway into this square that you've kind of been kicked into is called the Ernest Bay, and Ernest Bay is one of the many markets in Keystone Harborside. Back in the day, it used to be a knick-knack and antiques bazaar where anyone could set up a tent or cart and make a quick buck selling old clothes, furniture, and the occasional hidden treasure. Once it got some renown, merchants started using it, moving in to capitalise on the crowds of people who came to the market. Now the market is no more unique than any other. Still drawing in crowds, but its nature has changed to something more general, with the odd stall or shop selling knickknacks and antiques.
Can I do So I don't know how this works here, because I'm thinking this is a bazaar. There's bound to be like pickpockets running around trying to rob us.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much money we have. Can I do like an insight check to prevent us from being robbed?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So roll insight check.
Okay. Don't fuck me up. Oh! 19 plus 3,
Nice.
22.
Good roll. Okay, so you see some boys sitting on the floor next to one of the bazaar. One of them reaches under, grabs a scarf and scurries off, and his friends go running after him. There's a couple of other pickpockets, that people who might be pickpockets you see around as well. Yeah, all
Cool,
youngish boys. Maybe there's a couple around.
Should we ask them actually where the damn place is, Fargrim?
You might need some money to.
Well,
Okay.
funny you should say that. I was thinking I could actually do a bit of a dance.
You're going to intimidate them again. No,
No, this time I could do a non-intimidating little, a little story tell. Just to get them to relax, and they can maybe help us out. What do you think? Or yeah, I don't know. I naturally trust you because you seem older than me.
I mean, he is older than you.
I am 48.
There we go. Oh right, there you go. Yeah,
That's
Well,
still young for dwarfs though.
still older than me.
Yes. I think if you're gonna ask anyone, you should ask the. Well, I suppose anyone might actually be helpful here.
I don't know. Are there any guards around? I like guards.
Yeah, at the gate of Ernest Bay, there's a couple of guards. lazily sitting on stools, kind of maybe looking like they're sleeping one off. Or
Problem with that is we don't know the nature of this shop.
Yeah, that's a good point. If we ask a guard, where's this like dodgy ass
dodgy
thieving
shop?
place? Yeah, that's why my first thing. Yeah, that's why I was thinking we asked the beggars and the thieves.
Yeah, you
Yeah?
use your godly ways.
Well, I'll go ask I'll ask the kids running around the sort of, what are
okay,
they called?
so
Pickpockets.
the pickpocket. So you run into one of the kids you saw steal a scarf, and his friends are gathered around him, and he's lording it over. He's like pretending to be like a noble lady and walking very primly. And you come up behind the three of them.
Cool. All right, guys. What's all this then? Relax. I know. You're mean well. You're just playing around. I'm sure you're going to return it afterwards. As a good honest person would. I know a thing or two about nicking stuff. So fair enough. But wonder if you can help me out.
Hello,
Obviously,
I don't know what you're talking about. I bought the scarf fair and square. I did.
All right, I'm sure you did. Right? Yeah. Just your size, is it? Very good. But listen here, we're involved with some pretty serious people at the moment, and we need to find a particular place. You might have heard of it. What's it called again? I think it was called the Copper's. Yeah, Copper's Cart. Heard of that? Anything like that?
You copper?
No, obviously not. If I'm helping you out here, I'm not working. I'm not on duty or anything. We're just trying to find this place.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, let's have a look at that then, shall we? Oh, okay. 14 and 5, 19.
Okay, is that? Look, all right.
Yeah,
I'll put the scarf back, sir. I was only playing around. Just playing around and stuff. What was it? Copper pills? What was it called?
Yeah, can you just list all of the places you know that sound like that? That'd be really useful.
A couple of streets over there is a shop called the Copper Cart. I mean, it's run down though. It's all boarded up and stuff, so you won't find anything good in there, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh.
And also this, it's got a bell on the door, so she knows when you're coming in. So you can't nick anything.
Is it? Wait, what's he talking about? Fargrim?
You can't sneak in there.
Oh, I thought he was talking about something else that I wouldn't understand because I'm too young. Okay. Well, that's very helpful, mate. Cheers. I tell you, what's your name, young lad?
William.
Oh, good. All right. Well, thanks, William. Well, you go and make sure you return that scarf back where you put it. But thanks for the help.
They all giggle and then just run off in different directions.
No, I want a piece of shit. Oh well. We tried. I'm sure they will give it back. I'm absolutely optimistic they'll give it back.
You see him run to an alley and he sticks his head back out of the alley and goes, and then runs away.
Okay. I'm assuming he told us the truth.
You're on the way of making friends.
Hey man, look, we got the information, didn't we? We got some information.
No, that is true.
Should we go find that place with the bell place?
Yes.
Alright, cool. This place is a weird city.
So roll an investigation check with advantage.
Are you all doing that?
Whoever's leading the way.
I mean, I'm probably optimistically running forward.
Yes.
So I'll do it. What's an advantage check? Is that with the...
So it's when you roll a d20 twice and you take the higher number.
Okay, oh shit. 5 the first time. 18 the second time.
Alright, good thing you had advantage. Good thing you asked those kids.
Okay.
So it doesn't take you more than 10 minutes to walk a couple of streets over, and you as you get further away from eBay, you none of you got my joke, and I'm very sad about it.
eBay.
As you get further and further away from Ernest Bay, it becomes quieter and quieter, and the streets seem to be basically abandoned here. With no footfall at all, and they look like a lot of the shops here are just boarded up. You come up to the corner of a street, and you're kind of giving up at this point. Maybe the kid told you wrong, maybe he sent you in the wrong direction. But lo and behold, there's a dusty sign that says Copper Cart. It's right on the corner of a gap, an alleyway, and this main thoroughfare, which is dead. The neglected shop stands with dusty windows lined with paper. You can see a bit through the windows, as it looks like the shop has a jumble of broken chairs and stacks of books and other bric-a-brac strewn around the store. As you go in, the bell goes off above the door, and you smell a thick layer of dust in the air. And you see the magnitude of hoarding in this small shop. Hundreds of useless things line the wall and floor. Some clearly broken beyond repair, and some covered in white sheets. There is barely anywhere to stand in this narrow pathway that has been carved circuitously through the piles of crap towards an old bar, evidently repurposed as a desk. A lively and homely woman comes out of the door behind the desk. A pale, skinned older woman with auburn hair in a bun tied up with a dust rag and white apron. Grey with age hangs around her. Yes, hello, can I help? Don't worry about that. As you start knocking things over, trying to make your room for yourself in the room. Have a look around, and if there's anything you need help with, just call for Aelith.
Thank you. That's really helpful. Yeah, let's have a look around, Fargrim, and maybe call for Aelith.
Okay, cool. So do you want to have a look around, or what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I suppose it's worth having a look around just to see if there is anything useful.
So there's piles and piles of crap. So how about both of you roll me an investigation check?
Okie dokie.
Where's my investigation? Plus it.
18.
1. Is that 1 or 7?
So what are you adding to your check, Dave?
0. So 7.
So it's just 7. Okay. So with 7, you get you're looking underneath a tarp, a white cloth, very very dusty, clearly not been removed in years. In the back of the shop, it's quite a deep shop as you go back, and suddenly the entirety of these broken chairs just fall upon you. And you are just kind of like not pinned, but kind of just under this crap, which is covered in dust, like, and you're making a right meal of it as the white cloth kind of gathers around you. Eamine, you, however, you find 2 quite useful things. In the window of the shop, there's a large stack of books. All of them seem to be incredibly water stained and damaged, apart from one book which says Dragons and Wyverns, which seems to be a intricate description on different kinds of dragons and drake creatures.
That seems useful.
Yeah. And you also find near the stack, but kind of not on there, in the center of a hanging bird cage hanging from the ceiling as you knock your head when you came in, there appears to be a pair of spectacles, not damaged or not covered in dust, even though everything else is.
Oh, that is interesting. Can I help out Fargrim while he's stuck under a cloth?
Yeah. So what do you do to help? You just go
literally sprint over and lift the cloth over him and rub him down.
Okay.
Start aggressively rubbing him down, trying to help out.
What happens? So this just happens, Dave. Fargrim. What do you do?
I try and jump out the wall. No. I'm just going to try and block it.
Yeah, if you're like, what the fuck?
If I jump out of the way, I'm hitting something else.
I have an acrobatics thing.
So Lively Eamine runs across the shop, causing untold amounts of damage as things just start clattering around. What's her face? Aelith doesn't seem to even bat an eyelid. She's very used to just breaking in.
Oh, is Aelith the lady? I thought Aelith was like the other guy, this guy.
No. There's no guy in the shop. It's just Aelith. And you run across and you dive to try and help your newfound friend, but he sidesteps you and you go clattering into the chairs as well.
Oh dear.
As Fargrim pats the dust off himself, kind of used to dust being a a dwarf living under the mountains.
Just muttering to myself in Dwarven.
Yeah, swearing in Dwarven.
Fair enough. Let's. I mean, what can we talk about this book and the glasses? This sounds kind of interesting. Or can I just? Oh, I don't want to steal them. That seems a bit wrong. Let's have a chat to Aelith about the book and the spectacles while I carefully dust. Well, I say carefully, haphazardly dust myself off.
Okay. Those are pretty good finds. Usually we don't find much good in here. I mean, to be honest, there could be multiple treasures in here and we wouldn't even know. Oh dear. We could be rich. We could be sitting on a gold mine. Who would know? Well, that's the way of old Ernest Bay, though, isn't it?
Quite.
And one man's trash is another man's
fine.
treasure. And she points at you.
Yeah.
And she goes back to whatever she was doing.
Cool. So I'm gonna assume we can take those. That sounds like.
This is a shop, sir. You'll have
Oh,
to
right, we
pay
have to
for
buy
them.
All right. Yeah, I'm happy to pay for them. Can we? What's the price for these?
She takes them off
things?
of you and looks the book over. This will cost you a couple of silver. These glasses look pretty good, Nick. So I'd say maybe 7 gold for the total amount of it.
7 golds. That's a bit steep. Can we haggle that down to 5?
I'm not interested in these.
Oh.
You don't give a shit, do you? You don't care about them at all.
No.
All right.
Well, why don't we call it 6 and call it a deal?
I tell you what. We'll call it 6 if you can help us out. We're looking for someone.
Oh,
We're looking for. Yeah, we were told that a relative or a friend of ours, a relative of a friend actually,
a relative of a friend, you say?
a relative of a friend, exactly,
Yeah, right.
comes by.
Friend's brother or something.
Exactly. Funny you should say that. It's exactly it. Friend's
Oh
brother.
wow! What a sweet boy you are. You know,
Oh,
looking out for not even a close friend, just a friend's. Oh wow!
Yeah, well, it's my friend's brother, and I'm a bit worried about it, to be honest. So I was wondering if you could help us out.
Oh, no, I
He's a
hope
bit of a,
everything's
you know
okay.
what? He's a bit of a shadowy figure. Funny that. Shit. What do we know about him?
I don't.
He's like a.
His name's Edmund.
His name is Edmund.
Sweet kid, though.
Thank
He
you, Margaret.
hangs around here occasionally to look through my wares. Wants to see if I've got anything good. He sometimes helps me get rid of junk for a couple of copper. Needs a bath, though. I don't know what his mother's telling him. Smells like he hangs out in a sewer.
Sounds like him.
Yep, that sounds very much like our old friend's brother, Edmund. Cool. Well, thank you very much for these lovely items. I assume I've got some money on me somewhere.
Yeah, I think you each start with 10 gold.
Oh shit, it's quite expensive. All right, yeah, let's pay up. I'll pay up and buy the book and the spectacles, please.
Okay, so you buy the book of Dragons and Wyverns, and you buy the spectacles.
Yeah. Can I wear the spectacles?
Yeah, of course.
Actually, Fargrim, how's your eyesight being a dwarf?
Perfectly fine.
So,
Alright,
so if you wanna put into your equipment, you've got I think you'd have to add a new thing for the book. So just like a click on new, and then just add the book.
So why are you interested in like dragons and spectacles anyway?
Well, it's actually a really terribly sad story, but I don't really fully understand how sad it was, so I'm going to tell it fairly happy. But basically, a big fucking dragon and a load of other dragons blew the shit out of the town I used to live in. And it was a real shame because they killed the entire orphanage and my adopted dad. So I'd like to learn a little bit more about them, so that next time if I see them, I can sort it out. Also, I just like things, and a pair of spectacles. I actually, I have a relative. I don't have any relatives anymore because I'm an orphan. But you never know when somebody might need a pair of glasses. It's always good to be helpful and have them on you.
Oh shit.
Okay, so
Sorry, your reaction was oh shit.
oh shit.
Just like, wow.
Yeah.
That explains that.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay, so if you have you added the book
I've added
to
the
your-
book and I'm adding the spectacles.
No, don't add the spectacles.
Oh no, don't add the spectacles.
So,
Cool.
so go to all in the equipment
Yep.
and look for Eyes of Minute Seeing.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a wondrous item.
Yes, it is.
You can see much better than normal out to a range of 1 foot. That doesn't sound like very much.
It's
Oh,
not.
you have an advantage on intelligence investigation checks that rely on sight. Oh, that's really good. Sweet. Do I need to add anything to it or just save it?
No, just save it.
Sweet. Good stuff. All right, let's wait. Hang on. Do we have to go to a sewer?
It sounds like we might have to.
Oh, just got a nice pair of shiny spectacles. All right.
Trying to find a safe space for them somewhere.
Yeah. Can I put them on my face?
Yeah,
That'd be a safe spot.
You put them on your face, so you put on these
I'm wearing them.
little spectacles hanging off the end of your nose. Just very fetching.
Thank you.
Imagine the sewer is a very big place in a city like this.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. What the fuck? How are we gonna find this guy? Do we need any more info?
We definitely need more info.
Where we can get it from? Is there a? Can we go back to? Oh no, we didn't go back to that bar. I was thinking, is there another bar we could go to? Who would know about sewers?
Workers?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the. Should we go outside and just have a look for any sewer drains nearby? Because if Edmund pops in here, there might be a connection nearby that he can, go in and out to.
Do you think we should just go jump straight in the sewer?
Well, I think that if logically there'll be like, a kind of sewage entrance near this place because that's where he comes, and then we can kind of go from there. We can check it out. Maybe see if there's a particularly well-trodden path. What do you think?
Yeah, I suppose that kind of makes sense.
You guys in the game.
Oh wait, yeah, we're playing D&D.
The fuck is that?
Get out.
A noise!
See y'all.
Sorry.
Bring in the fourth.
So yeah, let's go have a look
I'd
for
say-
a nearby thing.
That was rude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I dragged him out.
We could go look down the alleyway, but
Yeah.
because I'm guessing he goes in a back door, not front door.
Yeah, let's do a
Someone
little
down
bit of sort of searching around the area.
Yeah.
before we
sure.
go jump in a sewer.
So why don't you both roll an investigation check then?
Can I use my glasses as well?
Well, if you're gonna get down your hands and knees and get within 1 feet of everything, then yes.
Okay, I won't use the glasses.
I would like to see that.
I rolled
Yeah.
19. I rolled
Gets
19.
on like a dog. Well, I mean, you're supposed to be like acting like a dog, right? So that wouldn't be too
Yeah,
far
kind of, but... Right, I
you rolled
got 19
19.
plus 3 with investigation's 22.
Yeah, so you head down the alley right next to you.
I got 3.
You got 3. You grab onto Fargrim's shoulder as he seems to be. He says, "Let's go down the alleyway," and just turns around and walks in completely the wrong direction. You're like, no, this way. Guide him.
Yeah, maybe he should have worn the glasses.
He's not that close to the ground.
Not that short.
Yeah. So he, you drag him into the alleyway, and you kind of go snooping around, and behind, what appears to be just loads of detritus and bags and rubbish just on the floor, there appears to be a sewer grate. With it's a big circular sewer drain with a in the floor, enough for probably one person to squeeze down at a time, and it appears to be locked.
How do you suggest we proceed here?
Well, it's locked.
I mean, I used to do a little bit of... Oh, hello? Yeah, I used to do a little bit of lock picking back in the day when I was a youngster.
I mean, could we not look around for a key?
What? Just a random key to the sewer?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing if this is the entrance he uses.
Oh, right. Do you think he might carry a key with him?
Nah, I don't know.
We can have, I mean,
He might
should we have a look
still
around? If we can't find anything, we can try and unlock it.
Okay. So you're going to look around for a random key on the floor to a sewer that's near
okay,
you.
he's looking for that because he's silly.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
I'm gonna try and open
roll
it.
an investigation check, Dave.
Come on, nat 20. 18. Oh.
Okay.
Ah,
So you're looking around.
miraculously.
And you do actually find a small piece of metal that kind of resembles a key, but it just appears to just be a bent bit of metal. Because why the fuck would the key be near the thing that the lock is there, just on the floor?
Did he just leave?
You come back happily proud. Happily proud with your metal resembling key as Eomin tries to pick the lock.
Yeah, can I use the little metally thing to try and pick it?
Yeah, sure.
What check do I use for this?
So this would be a.
I've got sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'd say sleight of hand. Technically, it would be a
Manual trickery. That's how I interpret it.
I would say it would just be a straight dexterity check because you don't have proficiency in like.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lockpicking because you're not a rogue.
Okay, so I'm rolling. Is it D20? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, 7. Do you need my dexterity number?
Yeah, add dexterity to it.
Okay, so my dexterity is 13, so that's 20 total.
No.
No?
Add the ability modifier next to dexterity.
Oh, 1.
Never add the big number. 1. Okay, so
That's 8.
okay, so 8. You're like, stand aside. Okay, I've done this a few times back in the day when I was I was a bit of a skullduggery myself. And you take the thing from his hands and you put it into the lock and you fiddle around with a couple of minutes go by and you hear chink and the thing breaks off in the lock.
Oh dear. It appears to have not have worked this occasion. I don't know how tough you are, Mr. Dwarf, but could you try bashing it?
You want me to punch through a steel thing?
Okay, we could try looking on the floor for a key again. So yeah, that's too sucky.
I mean, there's got to be more than one entrance.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why don't we look around for, when we were investigating earlier, looking around, we might have seen some dirty footsteps going in a direction.
Because he smells like a sewer, doesn't mean.
Yeah, it might come from somewhere near the sewer. Yeah, so.
Farm?
Well, I don't know. Come on, we're in the city. We're in near the market district. There's not going to be any farm here. But he smells like a sewer. Sorry, what?
Well, there is livestock, obviously. It's a market.
Should we check that out as an option?
I mean, I'm just saying that. I don't think.
Yeah, he's just said. Yeah. I suggest we stay in this area. It makes sense, doesn't it? The guy gets out the sewer, which is his underground pathway to his base or whatever, to raid space, and he goes into this shop, and it helps him navigate through. Can we look for another sewer entrance or another kind of?
Yeah, sure. Roll. So with your 19, you got before, so it was quite a high roll. So I'd say you spend a short amount of time after damaging the lock on the other sewer. You spend a bit of time looking down similar alleys because you feel like you know what you're kind of looking for. So you move back towards the Ernest Bay Market, and you find behind one of the bazaars, one of the market stalls in the place has a sewer grate behind it. However, you see some guards at the gate are now up and awake and kind of standing around to action after having a nice little sit down for a bit. And there are a couple of guards walking around the market just on their normal guard duties.
If we try and get in there, we may need a distraction.
Yes.
So is our plan going to be basically let's try and open this grate? Is this grate locked? Do we know that?
It appears to be.
We're going to run into the same problems we had before.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You figure out from the last sewer that it wasn't actually that hard of a lock. It's just that you're a bit rusty.
Okay, that's well put. That's fine. Okay. So really, what we need to do is.
Well, if you want to pick the lock again, we're going to need something else to pick that lock.
No, but let's assume we figured out how to do it. We don't need a bit of. Oh fuck! We might need a bit of metal to do it. Okay.
Yeah, the last bit.
Do the guards?
Dave, check your equipment.
I have a piece of metal.
Do you have any dagger or something? Something metallic?
I have a dagger.
Nope. Not what I was thinking of.
Is it his
dart?
Yeah, probably a dart would be quite a good idea.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
What? Throw it at the guards?
No. Let me talk to the guards.
Is that what you want to do?
No.
Margaret, chill out. Be cool. I'll have a chat with the guards. I can even try and potentially deceive them. Maybe I can even get the key off of them.
Just don't intimidate them again.
Yeah, I'll try not to. That's a good point. Yeah, can I try and get the key off the guard?
What? They're not going to have a key to the sewer.
They might have to.
But then you're going to steal from a
No,
guard.
hang on. Okay, yeah, let's not try and do that. Let's just. How do we do this? We can obviously make a big scene by going over and. We have several choices. We either cause a disruption so they're distracted and we try and get in. 2, we talk to the guards, explain what we're trying to do without giving away the probable illegality.
If it's behind. So
we can
where is it
sneak
again?
past them.
It's behind. It's behind a large purple and yellow tent. Kind of not in the center of the bazaar, but it's kind of nearing the fountain, so near in the middle. Kind of like if there's 3 rows of tents, right, with the fountain being the middle and the third row being the outside. It's kind of on that second middle one.
Because if that is really where he comes out of, it's in the middle of it everywhere. So there must be something to do with that tent. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, should we check out the tent? Let's see if anyone's in there
Yeah. So
before we commit to a
Jumping into the sewer.
or attacking, or deceiving, or talking to some guards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you go up to the purple and red tent, and there appears to be a male human, a small man, but he looks exceptionally fit. He's wearing an entirely black suit with blue socks and a vest and buckle shoes. He has auburn hair and is well kept, and he has a big bushy moustache that's tapered towards the end. His green eyes dart from person to person as he checks out potential customers in the crowd.
Hello?
And his stall appears to be, a couple of shiny gems, baubles, silks, and he comes as he kind of approaches you. Ah, customers! Hello, welcome to my stall. I can get you anything you want. Jewels, clothes, items, boys, girls. Yes, I think you're the kind of type. Yes, of course.
This guy's kind of
anything you want, old Sim can get you it.
Well, hello, Sim. We're looking for someone you may know called Edmund. Smells like he he's lived in the sewer for a bit.
I don't know anything about the sewer, my friend. It looks kind of out into the street.
Can I see if he's lying? Although he probably definitely is lying.
Roll an inside check.
Okay. Inside check. Come on. Fuck.
Oh dear.
It's 2 + 3, so 5.
You think it's the God's honest truth? He doesn't know anything about sewers.
Fuck him. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I reckon we should leave. He gives me the creeps as well. That's my take on this guy.
Oh, you come over to my stall and you insult me. You don't want to buy my wares. This isn't the kind of hospitality that Ernest Bay is used to, I don't think. Old Sim's very upset by this.
I might wait outside. He freaks me out.
Alright, so you take a step out. So it's just Fargrim and Sim in here. It's not like it is inside the thing. He's kind of like on the outside. There's kind of like a covering so that like it won't get rained on. But like he can clearly see into the street. Yeah, an awning, exactly.
I still step backwards.
You just
It makes me, this whole the boy girl thing makes me very nervous.
Yeah,
I do not like that.
I don't think this is going to be useful either.
No, you might be able to have a chat with him. I mean, I don't know.
Roll. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I don't want to intimidate him.
He keeps kind of looking around the streets.
So he's like nervous.
Kind of not. I don't know. Roll an inside check as well.
Oh. 19.
Oh, I killed it.
Yeah, very good. So he doesn't appear to be nervous. He kind of just like looking for something, just more like making himself feel better by looking that maybe nobody's there, or maybe, and then you kind of realize that maybe his eyes are tracking the guards a bit more than he's tracking everybody else.
Okay.
So, would you like to buy anything here? If you're window shopping, I don't advise it. I've got a living to make, and you're taking up a lot of room in my shop, my dwarven friend.
I mean, what do you have to offer? Because I really need to find this Edmund guy. But I mean, I could potentially buy something if you could describe your wares.
Well,
can I walk over to the guard? Just walk over to them to have a chat, because I like the guards, and he might think that would make him slightly more nervous as well, which would help Fargrim.
He definitely noticed. So you walk over to the guards and start talking to them about guardly business and stuff like that. They're at the end of kind of the oval that is the thing. So just just kind of out of sight, but you can still see the guards there. And he says, "What is your friend talking to the guards about? I've offered you nothing illegal, nor have you seen anything illegal in my wares. So there's nothing entirely that we should be chatting to the guards about. It seems rather unnecessary and quite aggressive, if I might add.
He's probably just going to chat and just be friendly. That is kind of him.
Well, I don't know what kind of types you hang around that like to hang out with the guards. That's a very strange kind of way. Usually people go running when they see the guards. I mean, come now, this terrible people. They abide by the laws. What ho? Not that we don't. Am I right? He winks at you.
Yeah, you definitely seem to be hiding something though.
Straight to his face.
Now I'm definitely intimidating him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, fucking intimidate him.
Okay, so you're okay. Roll an intimidation check with advantage because Amin is near the guards.
And you've got your
I get
fist.
to roll again, don't I?
Yeah, come on, big
so
roll.
Roll the d20 and take the higher number.
Oh, 18.
Fucking smashed
so what do you
it.
add to it?
Saved it. 0.
Okay, so excuse.
Intimidation. Oh no, it's -1. 17.
Okay, still quite a high roll. Yeah.
Shut up.
Sorry. I didn't hear that. I was with the guards.
So he is sat down and he's casting you do cast quite an impressive visage with your ripped body, which is your traveler's clothes are slightly open at the chest, and you can see just enormous pectoral muscles and incredible massive forearms, and you lean into him and he goes, "No, look, I know kind of what kind of people you are. I can see you across the way, and we have the same business to know each other. Just we don't want the guards to get involved. I am a barrow, of course, so we don't need them to come over here. If you can make sure your friend doesn't say anything about this, I would be incredibly happy. I don't think our compatriots would be very happy about guards getting involved, especially ones that are not paid off." And he kind of looks at you.
We're just looking for Edmund. Edmund? Edmund.
Yeah, Edmund.
I don't know anybody by name in the organisation. Look, what kind of rank is he?
We are unsure.
He tell him the nickname. I've come back with a lollipop.
Of course you come back with
Shadow, isn't it?
Is it Shadow?
Wasn't that what he said? Shadow.
Look, I'll do business with our dwarven friend here, but this guard friend I will not be taking good measure to.
Oh, I'm going back and getting another lollipop.
You walk off. Having spoken to the guards when you're talking to someone who's clearly a criminal. Okay, so you said he's a shadow. Yes, the lowest rank of the wraith. Okay, fine. Well, the shadows are usually just delivery boys, really. I mean, they use the sewer as a highway.
Do you know where they
Where?
Well, how they get into the sewers?
Well, of course I know how they get into the sewers. Do you not know how they get into the sewers?
No. That is what I'm asking.
They get into the sewers by asking to get into the sewers. We, whites, let them in.
Oh.
Are you?
Well, can you let me into the sewers?
Well, you haven't shown me any wraith identification. Actually, I think I've told you a bit too much. I don't think I will let you into the sewer unless you can give me a good enough reason to.
Well, I'm sure the guards might have a good enough reason to come over here then.
Oh, shadows running around the sewers. No business of guards, and they already know it, and they just don't care. There's only so many guards, and there's so many shadows running around. They wouldn't be able to catch them all anyway, unless you can, essentially, no.
But would they not be interested in you?
What would they have interested in me? I'm just a humble salesman, trying to carve out a living in the world.
Has he got anything dodgy around him? I don't know. I'm out of earshot. I'm vaguely around at this point.
Oh, why don't you roll a investigation check then?
Yes, roll an investigation.
Like that.
Thank you, sub DM.
I'm sorry.
Roll an investigation check.
Dave or me? The Fargrim or me?
Yeah, whoever wants to investigate the shop.
Well, I think it should be Sam because he.
Yeah, you.
I have a lollipop in my mouth, and I'm checking around. I roll bollocks. Okay, I roll 7 plus 3 investigations. It's 10. I've got my glasses on though, and I'm peeking around. So that's gonna be 11.
Really having a really close look.
Surely that's 11.
No. You get to re-roll it with advantage if you're like poking your head around.
I am definitely poking. I have the lollipop in my mouth, and I'm well into this.
Using those
So I
glasses.
re-roll with advantage. 15.
He appears to have nothing for sale or anything around that is illegal. However, you do notice that upon his person, there he's wearing an open shirt with his black suit, and there appears to be a black tattoo, which kind of looks like a flame, which is poking out of his shirt.
Ah, that looks interesting. I'm sure you want to keep that covered up, Mr. Sim. I'm not. This is definitely not my kind of voice. I'm more like, oh, Fargrim. I don't know if you've seen this. But he's got a thing on his chest,
He
and it looks a little
quickly buttons
dodgy.
up his shirt. Look, okay.
Ah, I saw that.
Okay, yes, I have the mark with the wraith. That's okay. Fine. You've called me out. I wouldn't want the guards to see that. Yes, correct. If it's not proof of anything, it could just be an innocent tattoo.
Oh my God! Let us into the bloody sewer, please.
Fine. Give me a
Let us in.
give me a cup of gold and I'll let you in.
Fargrim, I use most of my gold buying the book and the sunglasses.
How much gold are we talking?
As much as you want to give a tip to an old friend who's letting you into his the back of his shop.
1.
I'll take one. That's a deal.
I don't like this guy very much.
He takes the coin and immediately disappears in his hand like it was never there. And he goes, "Follow me, I suppose." And he gets up and leads you to the back of his tent, and opens the back of his tent and pushes the flaps so that the tent now covers the grate.
Oh,
and he
very
takes
good.
out a large key from his around his neck, and unlocks the grate for you. He goes, "Quickly, I don't have all day to pretend like I'm running a stall."
Cool.
I guess we just jump into the sewers.
Can I like wrap my put my handkerchief away so I don't want to get dirty, and like, I don't know, try and wrap myself up a bit so I don't get too dirty down there.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Tie my hair back, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Cool.
you tie your hair back
Thanks.
to.
And I put the glasses in my pocket because
Sure.
I don't want them to get all messy.
And you jump down in the sewer, and you hear the grate slam above you, and it's not super bright down here, but luckily both of you have dark vision, so it doesn't really matter.
That is lucky.
It
That
is
is
lucky.
useful.
It is.
Is Fargrim drowning at this point?
No.
Okay.
It is unpleasant down here. A thick brown river flows in the middle of the wide but low ceiling tunnel. Luckily, there is a stone walkway along the side of the stream. It is slick with detritus and slippery green mold. As you walk along it, you can see some rats running from your path and jump into the water, alongside other things floating in the water that can only be described as not rats.
Yeah. This is grim. I suppose we're just walking along this till we find something, right, Fargrim? Or
I mean, yeah, until we find something that is.
I mean, this is obviously gross.
Interesting.
I am a little bit excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a bit of an adventure.
I already hate this place.
So I just rolled, and the guards did not see you enter the sewer, even though you did not do it stealthily. You just went in.
We were under we're hidden in the thing.
But the guards did notice you were hanging around the shop, and then just didn't come out. But
Okay.
they didn't notice anything about unusual about that.
Says more about them than it does us.
It does say a bit more about them than it does you. So what are you guys doing?
I suppose we're following the
Walk
sewer.
along the pathway, yeah.
Okay, so you follow the sewer. It goes on for miles, and you can hear echoing water rushing around, water dripping down on you. You feel it drip on you. You immediately reflex away from it. It's disgusting.
Alright, should we look for like some sort of sign or indication of where to go, or
Sure,
a
sure.
secret hidden area?
So roll an investigation check.
I like those.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Oh, shite. 3 plus 3, 6.
So you think you see something on the floor in front of you. 6 was it? Sorry.
Yeah.
You see these, and you kind of you bend down to kind of examine it. It appears to be like a little mound or something, and then a rat pops up from the mound of just detritus, and then jumps into the water, and it spooks you, and you slip, and one of your foot goes in the stream.
Oh, fuck that. That's gross. Oh, I'm kind of wiping my foot, take the shoe off, cleaning it a bit.
Fargrim, would you like to roll an investigation check?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
5. Oh.
So it takes.
Fargrim drowns.
Dave rolls off a new character. So Fargrim looks at the ground and after about 10 to 15 minutes of aimlessly walking around tunnels, 10 minutes turns to 20 minutes, turns to half an hour, and you feel like you've been walking around the sewers for a while at this point, and you can't really tell which way is which anymore, and you have no idea, and it just seems to be sprawling forever. And then suddenly you see on the ground in front of you, at a corner, it just appears to be something has moved through the detritus that is on the path at some point, bigger than a rat, and has left a mark.
I don't know which way they're going.
Roll a survival check, because it does appear to be a footprint.
Survival, both of us.
Sounds ominous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Survival checks is like tracking and stuff. It's not actually like
Oh, okay.
roll to be alive.
Yeah,
I got 5.
I got 11 combined.
Okay, so Dave got 5 and Sam got them. Okay, so Fargrim is very turned around in here. Usually he's very, very good underground, but here it just appears to be corridors of mazes, and the smell's really getting to him. Eamon is able to kind of like lead him around, and find the which way the footsteps are going. You can't tell which is west, north, east. Yeah. But you do know which direction these footprints are going, and they take you off to the right, which you travelled a bit too far underground without having realised where you were going to kind of know what direction that was. So you follow these tracks for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and you come to an intersection, and the tracks appear to stop. Can you roll me another survival check, please?
Both of us.
Yeah.
I got 10 again, so that's 11.
Oh, I got 14.
Okay, so Fargrim has kind of suddenly gotten his wits about him. Breathing the underground air, stale and stagnant, feels a bit more at home, even though it smells like piss and shit, and bloated, rotting corpses of rats. And he moves Eowyn to the Aemine, to the side, and starts leading the way. There were 2 different pathways you could have followed. One appears to be much older, one appears to be a bit more fresh. The tracks on both sides are still there, but this one appears to be a bit more fresh. You walk along the path to another 10 minutes or so more, and as you follow the tracks, you turn a corner, and you see a little outcropping built into the tunnel, most likely used as a store for when the sewer was being built, slightly away from the water's edge. It's covered in rotting leaves and brown piles of goop. On top of this lays a figure still in the darkness.
What, a figure?
A figure.
Still, so it could be dead, it could be asleep. We don't want to spook it. If we want to spook it, it's probably going to fight us, so we're going to be careful.
Can I like sneak up to it, have a closer look?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Roll a stealth check.
Is that
2
dexterity?
and 5 is 7.
So 7. So that's your stealth. It is a dexterity thing. Are you doing it as well, Eamon?
Yeah, after that. Yeah, well.
So Eamon, because you're wearing heavy armor, you have to roll stealth with disadvantage.
Oh, so what does that mean? 2 and the lowest?
Yeah, 2 and then the lowest. When you look at your skills, it says...
Oh! I got a 20.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh no, you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we'll pretend that that's okay. So that's 20 plus 1 for dexterity.
No,
and then I have to re-roll.
Yeah, you have to roll it. You have to re-roll it.
If this is a 1, I'm going to be so pissed. 17!
Okay, so
that's 18 with the dexterity.
So,
modifier.
light of foot.
All coming up there, I mean.
As born from the elves, you sneakily. What did you get again, Fargo?
18.
7.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, is stealth, because it's got a separate thing, hasn't it?
Yeah, stealth is a separate thing. It's not just dexterity. It's a stealth check.
And you use
Okay,
both
so
then?
Pardon?
So you do +1 for stealth or +1 for dexterity or both?
Well, you just go down to the stealth one and just add the stealth one.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay, so the same number as 1 for me, so
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But you on your one, it means you can see it says stealth and there's like a super.
There is a D, yeah.
Yeah, that means it's disadvantage because you're wearing heavy armor.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so with aiming light of foot, Fargrim is a bit more clumpy. He's clumping around a bit, and as you do get up towards the figure on the thing, it's across the way from across the stream. So you'd have to cross the stream. You don't see a bridge anywhere near, so you'd have to cross the stream to get to the figure. So let me describe it. So you're in a big tunnel, and you're coming down. You're just going straight. There's a stream of brown muck going along the middle, and there's 2 paths. As you come to the end of the path, there's a T intersection of this brown goop, and it's going both ways. Across from the T intersection, as it goes, about 15 feet away from you is the outcropping, the other side of the T intersection. And on that on that outcropping, as you get to the corner, you see is a humanoid figure lying down.
So in theory, I've successfully managed to get closer to have another look, or have we already taken that look?
No. You can say that you got to the corner, and you can say that you take.
Yeah,
take a look.
yeah.
So roll a perception check for
Is
me.
this perception? Yeah.
So we both do that, or was it just me?
Oh, yeah, I think we'd both be doing it.
Okay. Perception, 10 plus 1, 11.
Perception 20.
Oh wow!
Oh, smashed it. There we
Is
go.
it a natural 20?
No, it was 16 plus 4.
So an unnat 20. Okay, still good roll. So you see that this look appears to be a youngish boy in dark clothes. He's lying and they're appearing to be unconscious, but they're he appears to have some sort of like contraption. It looks like maybe his belt is around his leg.
Oh dear.
And he might be alive. You can't tell from this side. This angle.
I really want to kind of basically rush up to him before he can react and hold him still and then try and help him. That's my kind of gut feel here, Fargrim. Would you?
I mean, we need to find a way to cross over, really, don't we?
I want to just freaking jump over with a bit of acrobatics.
If you want to jump over, you jump over.
I'm gonna go for a sneaky jump over. Actually, fuck it. Caution to the wind. I'm now worried about this.
How deep is it?
8?
You don't know. Oh no, how far
Yeah.
across is it? It's about 8 feet.
Oh shit, that's quite a high jump.
It's not too bad for you guys to jump that. You think you'd be okay?
Alright, I'm actually caution to the wind. I'm worried about this kid, so I'm gonna be jumping over this river.
Okay,
thing.
so I'm still
I
taking.
don't want to drown.
So you're doing as well, Dave?
No.
You're not.
No, you're looking for like a probably like something footsteps that you can walk over. You know, like
Yeah.
Like a bridge.
stepping stones.
A bridge.
A bridge would be
Yeah.
nice.
On the bridge.
Can I throw him over? No, I'm kidding.
I want you to toss me.
Don't tell the elf.
Don't tell the half elf.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll athletics check to jump over.
Acrobatics?
If you can convince me it's acrobatics, sure.
No, actually, you know what? You're probably right. It's athletics. It's a bit of a run, isn't it?
Yeah, run and jump.
Okay.
You're still stealth
Probably.
at this point, so
Do I take a disadvantage to this?
no. You should be okay.
Alright, rolling 3, 2, 1. Oh, 19. Perfect. And athletics 2. Yeah.
So you deftly leap silently.
Yeah.
You hit the other side, and without nary a sound, you easily leap across this gap, and it does appear to be quite jumpable.
Poor guy. Can I help him? I'm worried about him. Fargrim.
Fargrim, what
probably
are
go
you
there.
doing?
I'm looking around for a bridge.
Okay, so
Has he got a rope or something I can toss to him? or he
roll a
can toss
perception
me?
check. Oh, you remember you've got your adventures pack, so you guys do have ropes.
Oh, mate, I can spring her over.
I've got 18 perception.
Oh, fucking, there you go.
Okay, so you got roll 18 on perception. So
Yeah.
So there doesn't appear to be a bridge or any stepping stones near here. The water, although very, very thick and goopy and gross, doesn't appear to be that deep. It's just super gross.
In that case, I'm just gonna screw it and jump.
Okay, so what was your stealth again?
My stealth is
No, what was it when you rolled? I think it was a 7.
yeah,
Okay, so
Uh-oh.
so roll an athletics check.
15.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
pretty
you
tough.
you get to the corner of the intersection and Amin waves you over and you take a running jump and you easily leap across this thing, landing on the other side with a loud thunk. As you do, the boy in Amin's arms waves and goes, "Oh, thank God! It's still here! It's still here!" And that's when a large crocodile jumps out of the water and attacks Fargrim. It rolled
shit.
it rolled a 15 on its attack. What's your AC?
My AC is 15.
Okay, so it hits, and I would like you both to roll initiative.
What's initiative?
So that's
D20.
when we start rolling combat. Yeah, you roll a d20 and add your initiative modifier, regardless of whether or not you roll a 20 or not. This
Oh,
one,
fuck.
17 plus 3, so 20.
Okay, so you got 20. So give me a second.
What's
Um,
initiative?
It's a separate stat, right? It should be on the front page.
Oh, okay. Oh dear. I got 5 and 1.
Okay, so let me. Okay, so let me just do your initiatives.
But my AC's higher.
Oh,
Dave, Fargrim's about to become Crocodile Snack.
And he's about to make crocodile steaks.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
It's fighting talk. I'm excited by this.
okay. So
Nice to have an adventurer who knows how to handle himself.
So the croc's. Oh, you are fucking lucky on that one. So the croc got on an automatic turn, because it was stealth. It rolled a natural 20 on its stealth when you jumped over. So your perception check of not a natural 20 didn't see him.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it was pretty lucky on his part. So what was your initiative, you mean?
It was. Hang on, it was 5 plus 1, so 6.
6. Okay, so your initiative is 6. Lucky enough for you guys, he rolled a nat 1 on his initiative. So Fargrim, what's your
Mine was 17.
17. Okay, so cool.
So we have the initiative.
Yeah, so you have the initiative. So in the initiative order goes Fargrim, Eomin, and then the croc. However, let me just heal something. Let me just do something here. Oh god, I'm figuring out how this app works as I'm doing it. This one needs 9. Okay, so Fargrim, you take as you jump across, the crocodile grabs onto you, and you take one. Oh, you can take quite a bit of damage, I think, here, mate.
Oh no!
Die.
Yeah, you shouldn't die outright. Oh god. Okay, so you take 8 damage.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it actually did bite you for quite a
Dude,
lot.
I should have roped you across.
Too late now.
That's most of your body.
So you take 8 damage. Oh, that is a lot of damage. And you are grappled, which means the crocodile is grabbing onto you and holding onto you. It's now top of the initiative order. It's Amy. It's Fargrim actually. So
Yeah.
so what do you want to do, Fargrim?
Punch the shit out of it.
Yeah, smash it in the fucking head.
So being the monk that you are, you can do your main attack, which is just a punch, and then you can do another attack with your offhand attack. So another punch, a second punch.
Yeah.
So is that what you want to do? So,
Yeah.
So I'll tell you as well. You can get out of the grapple. If you want, it would be a dexterity. What's it called?
Constitution? Strength?
Piercing damage, grapple, escape DC 10. It would be an athletics check. Hold on a sec. Okay, so you're just punching it, are you, Dave?
Well, so if I get out of the grapple,
Oh shit!
how does
So if you got out of the grapple,
that would be my move?
that would be your whole move. I think probably punching it's probably a better idea.
Yeah, let's kill it first.
Then I'd be
'cause
like right next to it.
It's not that deep as
Still.
well. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so
yeah, so I'm
you're not gonna
punch
drown or anything. Yeah.
it. You know, yeah.
So roll an attack then.
So what is that? The D4 one?
No, that's D20. Roll. You have to roll to see if you hit it first.
Oh, okay. 17.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So roll for your damage. So that should be a D4 plus your dexterity.
1 plus my dexterity is +3. The ability modifier.
Yeah. So exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so 4.
So you punch down on the crocodile. It takes 4 damage as it kind of wrestle with it in your mouth. Its teeth are biting down on your leg. You can do another offhand attack.
Yep.
So
reroll.
So
all of that.
reroll a d20 and then.
Oh, reroll. Okay, yeah. 6.
So the second one doesn't get it as you go and try and punch it again with your left hand. It kind of wrestles you around a bit, and you kind of you're unable to get your hit in. It's now Eamon's go.
Shit. Well, this is a serious situation. I've got a choice, don't I? I could use a javelin or a longsword.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the longsword and just try and cut its head off,
Yeah, go for it.
keeping Fargrim alive.
So you run towards the edge of the water and you slash down on the head that's currently got Fargrim
So
in it.
D20 roll.
Yeah, d20.
11.
11 does hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay, and then now I need to do D4 plus strength, right?
No, yours is a D. What were you using? A longsword.
Yeah, longsword.
Yours,
Larry, the longsword. Oh, it's D8.
Yeah, it's a D8.
All right, come on, Larry.
D8 plus 2.
Oh shit, it's 3.
So it's 3 total. Is it?
Sorry, it's 3 plus 2, so 5.
So 5. So you slash down at the crocodile and its scales kind of show a bit of blood, but they're still kind of intact. So 5 damage. The crocodile's looking injured, but not mortally so.
Fuck.
It's now the crocodile's turn. It attempts to drag Fargrim under the grim water.
The shallow water.
Fargrim, I want you to roll a strength saving throw.
D20.
So roll a d20 and then go to your stats, and there should be saving throws next to your abilities.
9.
You roll a 9, so he rolled a 7.
No.
Oh.
I rolled a 6, and then it's +3. Strength.
Yeah, so 9. So,
Yeah, 9.
Yeah.
So he rolled a 7. So you succeed in not being dragged underwater. So you're gripping onto the crocodile with your mouth, with your hands. It's biting into you, and you're pulling it. Trying to pull it out of the water as it's pulling you back in. You're kind of at a standstill at the moment, where it's trying to drag you into this disgusting water, kind of drown you. You can feel its death grip in your hands. It's now Fargrim's go. What do you want to do?
Is it still grappling me?
Yeah, still grappling you.
Carry on punching it.
Okay, so you roll for an attack.
16.
Yeah, 16 hits. Roll for damage. So roll the d4 and then add your dexterity.
1 plus 3, and so 4.
So 4. You punch down on it again as it rips into you. You go for another swing with your offhand. So roll for another attack.
19.
19, yeah, 19 hits. Roll just the d4 this time because your offhand doesn't add your dexterity modifier.
Okay. 4.
Oh, 4. That's pretty good. You punch down on this crocodile once more, and you kind of you punch it right in its eye, and it you can see its eye bleed and close with its second eyelid. You repairing its damaged eye. It's now Eamon's go.
Yeah, I really want to take this fucking crocodile's head off.
Okay.
So I'll roll. So I roll again. I'll roll
yeah,
again.
roll for an attack.
D20, 16.
Yeah, 16 hits. Roll for damage.
Damage is D8. 8.
Yeah,
Plus,
nice.
Plus 2.
Okay. So
10.
that is actually enough to kill the crocodile. So
Yeah.
describe to me how you would like to finish off the crocodile.
I swing down hard slashing through the neck, cutting the crocodile's head off. Its body floats, is separated. It still has its head though, although the head is now
So
fucked.
Eamon runs forward and slashes a second time down with his long sword, shield in hand, and slashes through the neck of the crocodile. Its severed head detaches from its body detaches from its severed head as the body seems to just float downstream off to the left, as the head releases its grip upon Dave's on Fargrim's leg, and blood is pouring out. The head seems to be falling back into the river, and then going to go float downstream unless something stops it, obviously.
Oh. Can I try and help Fargrim? So I've got some medical.
You do actually. So you have something called lay on hands.
Yeah. What's that?
So just for some knowledge, Dave. Where did you come down to in your health from that initial attack?
2.
You had 2 health. Literally any damage would have killed you because he had a +2 to his damage.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't have died though. You would have just got unconscious. You don't immediately die.
Yeah.
So that's not how the game works, because that would be super unfair otherwise. So yeah, you have something called lay on hands, Eamon. Sorry, let me just put it back to normal music. There you go.
Yeah, that freaked me out. The music. Yeah.
It's good though, wasn't it?
Fucking good, yeah.
Yeah. So
So I'm gonna rub my hands all up and down.
Yeah, you get something called lay on hands, which is basically a pool of healing points you can give to yourself or any other people. If you put your hands on them, you can heal them for amount up to 5 times your paladin level.
Oh.
So that's what the pool is. So you've got
sounds
5.
like a good idea.
You've got 5 health points in this healing pool at the moment.
Yeah. So can I do that?
Yeah.
Can I lay my hands on Fargrim?
So you lay your hands upon Fargrim's person, and you see a little beam of greenish energy come from between his hands to Fargrim's injured leg, and you heal from 2 to 5 to 7 hit points, Dave. Fargrim.
Which one?
Oh shit.
Oh, 2 to 7. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, 2 to 7. So he gains 5 hit points, unless you want to give him less hit points than that, because you have.
So here's what I'm thinking. We might need to heal this kid as well, but I've also got medicine ability. Can I? Fargrim, I'm going to give you 4 points here, and I'm going to save 1 for the other guy.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's got something on his leg and he looks ill.
Okay, so Fargrim goes back up to 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
How healthy are you now, Fargrim? How are you feeling?
6.
If you could just roughly tell me a proportion of your healthy.
He's 6 healthy.
Is that? Would you say that's a 6 out of 10 healthiness?
No, my leg's probably still a bit damaged.
Okay.
Was it my leg that he bit?
Yeah, he bit into your leg. I mean, the.
Fargrim, proportionally speaking, roughly speaking, if you've got any clue of how you're feeling.
About 60%.
Oh, good. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. So the healing energy that was that was powered through the Eamon's divine light sealed up a lot of the wounds and the bleeding. So the bleeding stopped, and you kind of gather yourself, and you see.
Probably not going to be able to do a lot of sprinting though.
You're kind of fine. I mean, you take it as it is, but you're kind of okay at this point. Ed, the boy. Thank you. Oh, well, I thought crocodiles in the zoo was just a myth, but unfortunately didn't seem to be the case. Oh.
Well, you're very silly, but you're very lucky.
Oh, God, yeah. Thank you very much for helping me out. I really do appreciate it.
I believe we have something of yours.
We don't even know it's Edmund.
Oh yeah, we don't. That's a good point. Are you Edmund?
I am Edmund. Yeah, I'm Edmund.
Oh, good. Hi, Edmund. I'm Eamon. This is Fargrim.
How do we know you're Edmund?
He just told us he's Edmund. Well, he's not going to lie to us, is he? He's been attacked by a crocodile. He's traumatized.
All right.
I'm Edmund.
All right.
I'm Edmund. I promise.
Oh, can I do a check?
Just get out of the sewer now.
Fargrim, do you want me to check this guy, or
no?
If
you're not Edmund, you go back on that shelf.
Oh God.
Oh dear. All right. Okay. Well, you're obviously not putting him up there because he's probably taller than you, but I'm not going there.
Oh, low blow.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean that. That was mean of me. Let's. So Edmund, should we get out of here? And then, actually, let's have a chat before we get out.
I just want to see if he's lying first.
All right, roll an insight check. Oh God, I'm forgetting your names.
Fargrim,
Fargrim.
That's,
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, because I trust this guy.
Yeah,
I think
because
he's all right.
you trust him. Fargrim doesn't.
I mean, he's literally in my arms.
7.
7. Oh, you take that as it is. I mean, he appears to be telling the truth about being Edmund.
Okay. Edmund, we've been trying to deliver this parcel, to this bloke and this.
Parcel. Where are we trying to deliver it? Sorry, it's been a rough.
Yeah.
It's been a rough.
We were basically in this place called the. No. I'm gonna tell him. I think he needs. I think he's telling him. So we're supposed to deliver it to this place in the Sculpted Spider.
Oh, Sculpted Spider. Yes, one of my tombs.
Tomb. Okay, I don't know what that means, but that sounds nice.
Shadows have a number of tombs that we have to look after.
Right. Well, we were supposed to deliver something there, and they told us that you need to pick it up and take it somewhere.
Yeah, I've been down there a couple of days. I haven't been able to go to my local tombs recently, so yeah.
Probably because of the crocodile.
It's mostly to do with the crocodile. I'm gonna be honest.
It's quite sad.
See, he's being honest. I'm telling you, he's a nice guy.
But I'm a bit traumatized. I've been down in the sewer for months and months, most of my life really, and I've never been attacked by a 15-foot crocodile, so that's kind of new to me.
Yeah.
And
are you feeling all right?
Well, if I'm honest, a bit of therapy wouldn't go amiss. I'm a bit under the weather. I'm probably quite injured at the moment.
Okay.
You can see his leg is kind of like he's tied a belt around his leg to stop the bleeding, which has stopped.
Yeah.
But
Is he stabilised though? Yeah.
He seems to be stable. He seems to be
okay. All right.
I mean, could we give him a bit of food?
Yeah, sure.
He's probably not eating.
Yeah, he takes. You give him a bit of stale-ish bread that you've had in your pack since you were on the boat, and it's a bit sea salty, but he takes it and wolfs it down. He's utterly famished. You can kind of see it in his sunken eyes. He's very, very pale at the moment.
Do we need to take? Do you need help getting anywhere? We obviously need this parcel delivered.
How about we look? Just take me to the. Look, just prop me up on your shoulders, and we can. I'll take you out the nearest exit, and we can. And I'll take your parcel from wherever. It'll be left with me, and I can deal with it. Don't worry about it.
Fargrim, is we okay? Are we okay? Like taking him out of here? I'm a bit worried about him.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, we can take him out of here. Yeah.
All right. Get on my shoulders.
I was gonna leave him here.
Well, I don't know. I don't feel quite right about giving him the parcel without knowing a bit more. But let's take him with. I'm not talking. I'm talking. I put my hands over his ears for now, so he can't hear me. So just talk to Fargrim.
I'm not a child. I am like 16.
Yeah, well, you're younger than me, so you can be quiet. This is adult speaking. So yeah, Fargrim. I don't really trust him like entirely, but I kind of like him, and I suggest we take him out. And
then we need to get him out of the.
Yeah, let's get him out of here. All right. So I hitch him on my back or whatever. I'm reasonably tough. Can I carry him?
Yeah. You can. You kind of like you piggyback him. You get him up. And you piggyback him on your things. And you. He directs you to the nearest sewer exit. So is that cool. you're done in the sewer?
I was trying to look around first, or are we good? I don't know if there's a bit of crocodile we could use. Do you want to look around, Fargrim? I'd rather get out of here because it stinks, and I've got this thing on my back.
We found someone.
Okay, fair enough.
We found Edmund, honestly.
Someone.
Right.
So as you're leaving the way out, you see Fargrim. Just roll a perception check for me. Which I think your passive perception is like 14 or something, isn't it?
My passive perception, is 14.
Yeah. Okay. So so you see out of the corner of your eye, covered in detritus. There appears to be something just at the corner of the not enclave. Outcropping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I pick it up then?
Yeah.
It's another fucking crocodile. I swear.
It's 2 crocodiles. No. You find a flute. With
it's fucking gross.
It appears to be just a bit covered in mud, and you kind of like wipe it off and
mud.
Yeah. It's something. You don't really think about it. You've been down here for like an hour and a half, so you're kind of like a bit used to it now. You kind of wipe it off, and you see that there's something inscribed on it in a language you don't understand.
Can I have a look? I speak a few languages.
Sure. What language do you speak?
That is a great question. And I put my glasses on. I think I speak quite a few. I think I speak Common, Elvish, and one extra language of my choice.
Which one did you choose?
What happened? What's this one?
What's this one? Oh, you don't know.
What are the languages? What are the languages?
So I sent it to Dave the other day, actually.
There's dragon, isn't there?
I speak common, Dwarvish, and Goblin.
Oh, okay. So I pick. Common is a human one, right? So
yeah. So everybody speaks common. Everybody, and you speak Elvish because you're half elf. Dave speaks Dwarvish. Fargrim speaks Dwarvish because he's dwarf.
Can I? So I'm okay. Here's a question.
These
I've
are the
got the book on dragons
in the Discord.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I've got the book of dragons on me, don't I?
You do. You have the book of dragons and wyverns.
Will I pick up dragon language from that book?
Well, Draconic. Roll an insight check. Roll an investigation check with advantage because you have glasses.
Okay, D20, yeah.
Yeah.
I got 17 as the first one, and my skill for that for insight is 3, so that's an unnatural 20. Roll again. 13, so 16. So 16 or 20, yeah.
So 20. So you kind of flick through the books and you see and compared to the flute, and you do see that some of the script appears to be Draconic.
Okay, that doesn't help me necessarily.
It doesn't necessarily help you, especially since you didn't decide what language you spoke before you started.
Well, I've now decided that I speak Draconic. I was hoping I'd pick up Draconic from the book, but apparently that's not how books work.
Not how language works.
Or language. So I happen to speak Draconic.
You happen to speak Draconic. Okay, so write that someone down. That is one of the languages you speak. Because half elves do get an extra language. That's one of their traits. But write down now that you can speak an extra language, and that language is Draconic.
Okay. Can speak Draconic. And now you're going to tell me the flute isn't in fucking Draconic. But okay, let's have a look at the flute while I've got my glasses on.
But I'm not going to do that. I should do that though. No, it says 4.
Don't put in mouth.
No, it says Old Bessie for Gwendolyn.
Oh, that sounds like something we could help somebody with.
You probably want to write that in your notes, Sam.
It says Bessie for Gwendolyn.
For Bessie, F-O-R Bessie.
Gwendolyn.
No, sorry. Old Bessie for Gwendolyn.
Got it.
And that's it. So the kid directs you to.
You're putting that in your bag or something, Fagrin.
I mean, you understand it.
Sorry. Yeah.
You understand it, so you keep hold of it.
All right.
You pick up
Not
this
as possessive for a dwarf as I would have thought.
Very gross flute.
I don't want a shit-covered flute.
Well, now I've got it.
As you twist it up, shit kind of comes out of the flute. It's gross.
Oh,
and you
I'll put it away.
You put it away.
Grim.
So
Why don't you try to play it?
So he leads you to the nearest exit. It's not too far from here. Down a couple of alleyways. Now that you've got someone who knows their way around the sewer, it's quite easy to figure out where you're going. And he points you to a ladder, and it's got a grate at the top of it. And you climb up the ladder with you on your back, with a bit of effort, but you're able to do it. And he reaches up and picks the lock with the lockpick.
Oh, that's useful.
And opens it out. And he says, "This is harder than I remember it being." And he opens it out, and you're in the alley next to the copper cart.
Cool.
Okay, yeah.
Convenient. Let's not talk about why.
All right.
Okay, so yeah.
So you've given him the package as well. So you prop him up against the wall in the alleyway. He says, "I'll be fine. I'll be all right. You can leave me with Aelith, and she'll keep me safe for a bit. She's a good woman. She is.
All right. So
and then I'll carry this to my masters in Wraith."
Okay. Fargrim, we happy with this? Because I want to go back and explain what a wonderful job we've done to Mr. Salvador.
He hands you a wooden token with it appears to be a circular flame with an eye in it. It says, "Give that back to the water. He'll be able to seek affirmation for you, so you can get your
symbol
pay."
we saw on the guy, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're assuming this is the
Yeah.
the rave
Yeah.
symbol. So
Yeah,
sorry, give it back
I'm
to
going
the
with-
water. Is that what you said?
Give it back to Walter. Walter.
Walter.
Walter.
All right, who the fuck is Walter?
Well,
Sorry,
to be
who's-
honest, you didn't ask his name, but it is the bartender in the Sculpted Spider.
Oh yeah, that guy, the one who
you gotta
I
learn
slightly
to ask
intimidated.
names, man.
Yeah, okay, my bad. Yeah. I just went straight into
Busy
intimidating. that
intimidating.
Yeah,
guy.
you straight up told him about the inspector.
The health inspector. Which, you know, let's be very clear. I didn't mean to intimidate him, but I did. I meant to persuade him because I thought it would be helpful, but
In a very
apparently
intimidating fashion.
it worked. So let's not.
It did
Let's,
work.
you know.
Okay, so you head back to so you leave him in the alley. You kind of brush detritus and goop off of you, and you kind of head back to the
Sculpted spider.
Sculpted Spider. It's only a few streets over near the market district, so not too far. So it only takes you about 10 minutes to get to. And you haven't traversed very far in Keystone. It's an absolutely massive city, and you've only been to like a tiny bit of it. But you walk back into the Sculpted Spider, smelling of absolute shit.
Well, it
He
smelled
goes-
pretty bad when we came
goes-
in the first time, but
Yeah,
Oh.
probably matches
Oh,
it.
back are you? That's good, isn't it? I see you don't have your chest on you, so I assume you found Aamine. But why don't we speak in the back? And he opens up the bar again, and you go back into the kitchen.
well, I'm assuming, Mr. Barkeep, that your name is Walter for some reason. But hi.
Yes, I remember when we had a great introduction. We sat down for 10 minutes and we just chatted for a while. You know about my marital problems
felt
with
a
me and
connection.
Martha. Yeah, honestly, I think we're kindred spirits. And from the 10 to 15 hour conversation we had this morning, it was yeah. So he's like, yeah, this is it.
I think we've got something for you.
Hand the token over.
You hand the
Yeah.
token over. He says,
But he said earlier that we had to go back to Salvador to get paid. So what do we need to get from him?
okay, brilliant. Thank you very much for this token. He takes it from your hand, and as soon as it's in his fingers, it's immediately gone. And he raises his other hand and puts a similar copper token with exactly the same symbol in your other hand. And he says,
Okay.
All right, take that and be on your way then.
Can we have a bath?
This isn't that kind of inn, mate. It's a tavern.
all right.
It's a bar, not a tavern.
All right. I'm a bit too young to drink.
You know,
so
actually, there is a place near here that you can probably get a good old scrub on in.
that's worth checking out later.
He opens the back door as he
good
kind
to
of
do that now.
motions you out, and he says, "It's called Dragon Turtle Bay," and he kicks you out and slams the door behind you.
Oh,
'Cause you
Oh.
smell
I mean, you
awful.
did intimidate him.
I don't know if we got along that well, Walter and I. I like him though. There's something about him I like. I like most people. I didn't like Sim, but I like this
he
guy.
was he was dodgy.
Yeah. Should we head back to Salvador?
Yeah, why not?
Let's get our cash.
Get our monies.
So you head back to Salvador with an X, not an S. I know.
Salvador.
It's sexy. Salvador.
Change my notes.
Yeah. So you head back to Salvador. Back to the. I've got to remember the name of the ship at one point in my life.
It is the
I found it now, but what
Voice of Remembrance.
It is the Voice of Remembrance, Salvador's brigantine. So you get back aboard this ship, and you get some very strange looks looking at you, because you're just covered in shit. And it's you like people at the harbour just like, even though they're covered in like, some people are like gutting fish and stuff like that, they look at you being like, ugh, you're disgusting.
Yeah, we really need to get a bath after this.
It's like the people like properly like gutting fish, and it is super gross, and they're just like, you particularly are bad.
Oh, dear.
He goes, you find you don't see the dockmaster anywhere, and you don't see the customs officer, and you find Salvador kind of talking to one of his men at the helm. He goes, "Oh, I see you here, mate. Hello again, once again. Very, very nice to see you. So, are we all skinny? Are we all squared away?"
Well, almost. I think we've helped you out, and you were going to give us our reward.
The chest is missing, but that don't mean you've necessarily given it to the right people.
We have a token.
Yeah, we've got one of these.
Brilliant! And you palm him the copper piece with the thing, and
Yeah.
And as every single person you've met who does it in Wraith, he has a really good knack of just taking it and it suddenly is gone from his hands.
Okay.
And he goes, Excellent work. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And as a token of my gratitude, oh dear, funny I am. He opens up the coin purse he saw earlier and he gives you each 30 gold.
Woohoo! Banging!
Now,
Good stuff.
Now
Pleasure doing business with you. Shake hand. Very excited.
No,
I've never seen this much money in my life.
You reach forward eagerly to shake his hand, like down by his side, and he goes, I'm not a handshaker with someone who's covered in shit. I'm sorry, I do have standards.
I'm actually really sad now. That's fair enough, but I'm really sad.
He goes, maybe next time I'll salute you, but just remember, Salvador Cloudfang, Cloudfang, he's a half-orc. And the voice of remembrance, you know, we'll be able to help you out in the future now that you helped me out. I do appreciate it, I really do.
Let's go get a fucking bath.
Okay.
Yes, I second that.
So you
Not together.
walk off the ship.
What? All right. Save on water.
As you walk off the ship into Keystone once again, covered in detritus and smelling like shit, you feel your coin purses are heavier, and you feel happier about your situation, having gotten known to some of the more seedy people in Keystone, but met some brilliant people as well. So you feel like you've only been here a few hours, but you know the city way more intimately than you think you ever could have had you not done that task. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, okay. Can we have a bath first?
I mean, you'll have it in the interim period. You don't just pick up where you left off. You'll be like, "Yep, I had a bath."
Oh, okay. I'm making a note of that. Having bath.
Having bath.
I'm
in
on
Dragon
15
Bay.
if that helps.
So if you go back into your player character sheets, Sam, you both started with 10. Aimeen spent 6 and got 30, so she had 34. And what's his face? Fargrim should have had 10, and he spent 1 with Sim, so he gained 30, so she had 39.
Where do I put that? Like, the equipment.
I think so.
Yeah, you can add gold.
Oh yeah, coins and gemstones. Gold. Yep. So I have a total of 34.
You also, if you wanna,
I made it magical.
So you also gained obviously quite a bit of experience doing this.
Yeah, I would say.
So
Killed a fucking crocodile.
if you click the 3 lines up at the top, so you see your stats at the side. It says like half elf paladin or monk, dwarf monk. It says level 1. Click on the level 1 thing and click add 300 experience points.
Hang on.
Oh, went off a level.
Sorry, where do I do that? I can't find what.
Next to your name, there's 3 horizontal bars.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Click on the level 1.
Yes, got it. 300.
And add
you say.
300. Yeah. And you'll level up to level 2. So now you're level 2.
So
It says I now need to say increase paladin level.
Yeah. So you click on the up arrow.
Yep.
And say increase. Well, I mean, like, to be fair, there's 2 different things you can do. I mean, I don't recommend you do the other one. I'd recommend you increase your paladin level or monk level.
Oh, you mean or add new class?
Yeah, basically.
I'll increase my paladin level.
Multi-class. So the increase hit points. So roll a D10 for the paladin.
yeah, mine's D8. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Rolling D10. 9.
Okay, cool. So so that add your Constitution modifier, and I can tell you what your Constitution modifier is.
Okay.
Your Constitution is 1 plus 1. So so that means you get a 10. So that's your now increasing your maximum hit points by 10.
Instead of plus, it says plus 7.
Yeah, I think it's really stupid. So I don't think you can actually like automatically do it. So you have to like keep rolling until it says the right number.
So mine is So I got 3.
So wait, Dave, I'll get you to do it again in a second.
So plus 10.
So yours is plus 300. Oh, sorry. So yours is plus 10. Yeah, yours is a D8. So D8 plus your Constitution modifier. So what did you roll, Dave?
3.
And your Constitution is 2. So you gain plus 5 health.
It's saying 10 plus 3 though.
Yeah, I know.
You need to keep rolling the dice until it goes to the right number.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's random.
It doesn't automatically do it. Unfortunately, you'll do it correctly. You can't like put in the number. So just
but you said. Oh, so mine is 10 plus.
Yeah,
5.
so your current health is 10. Max health is 10, and you just
so
rolled
it's
3 plus 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you need to just keep rolling until it goes to 5. Sorry, this is a bit awkward.
Yeah, that's alright.
Then
Okay.
there's spell slots. The number of spell slots you have to cast spells increased.
So don't do that just yet. Dave, yours is also automatically done, so you get key, flurry of blows, patient defense, step of the wind, and unarmored movement. Accept. So Dave's now level 2. Sam's one is a bit more complicated. So let me just level you up. So what you got 10, didn't you?
I got plus 10.
Yeah. So you got spell casting. So at level 2, you've learned to draw on things. So yeah. So it is saying you've got now 2 first level spell slots. You can use
Okay.
cast first level spells. Let me just read this. Oh, this paladin table shows you how many spells you know.
There's so much here. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you should. Yeah. It's good to read it though.
Yeah.
So as a paladin of 2nd level, you get access to magic.
Yep.
Here it is. So where is it? Preparing and casting spells. So how many spells do you know? That's the question I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so you can choose a number of spells from the paladin spell list, which is equal to your charisma modifier plus half of your paladin level rounded down, minimum of 1.
What the
So
Okay.
So it sounds complicated, but because it is a bit, but it's actually it's not as hard.
Okay. Can I just
yours-
on this
yours-
screen? Can I accept the changes and
Yes,
then go back
yeah,
to check
yeah,
all the stuff?
Except
Cool.
wait.
Oh.
It's
I've done it.
It's fine. I think you might be able to go back and edit. But yeah. Oh, actually.
Well, I've done it now, so I can add spells if it as needed.
Yeah, but there was an extra thing you had to add. Was the thing. Because if you scroll down, there was fighting style.
Oh yeah, shit. Do I go back and do that now?
Yeah, if you can do that.
Well, I could take off the XP and then add it again.
Yeah, that might work. Maybe.
Minus 300. That did not work.
Okay, so
I'm sure there's somewhere I can find it. Edit character. Trackers, attacks, equipment, spells. Shit. So weird, it would let me do that. Oh, I can edit, yeah, I'm a paladin class, level 2. Spell slots, features, modifiers, proficiencies, no. I put myself down to level 1 and go back up to level 2, I guess. That works.
Yeah, do that.
Level 1, back, okay. Yeah, here we go. Increase paladin level 2. See, now it's fucking up, because now it wants to give me... I need to put on hit points plus 0 health.
Oh, I see. I think you might be able to edit that posthumously, so that's okay.
It won't let me do 0, will it?
Yeah, it won't let you do 0. Just
Okay, so
put any
I'm going
number
to
in.
add 2 for now. I'll just make a note that I'm adding
we'll
2.
minus 2 later.
Add 2 to remove. Okay. Spell slots, I don't change. Spell casting, I don't change.
You
Divine,
get
smite, fighting style.
Fighting styles. So choose one of these fighting styles. To read through them. So there's
Oh, protection for sure.
So okay, cool. Protection. So what it does is when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield. So basically, like
perfect.
you shove
Yeah.
your shield in the way of that attack.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Accept.
Cool. Okay, so that should be you done. Then now go to edit character, and then you can go to the health maybe. Yeah, hit points. Then you can change to the hit points.
Yeah, so I need to go down to 21.
Okay, done.
Cool, good stuff.
Cool. There you
Do
go.
I need to select some spells?
Yes. So you go to your ability scores. Your charisma is 3, which is your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, the ability modifier is plus 3.
Yeah. So as far as it doesn't say your spell save DC anyway. So what you do is you go to the edit character, and then click on the spell book and click on paladin spells, and then scroll down all the way, and then you click paladin without any brackets next to it. So
Paladin without any brackets, done.
and then
Whoa.
oh
there's shit tons of them.
yeah, but you're only allowed first level spells.
Oh, okay, so there's only
Bless
There's loads of
through
first
to no, it's bless through to Wrathful Smite.
I don't really know what these do.
Yeah, I know, but if you click on them, click on one individually and click select, it'll tell you exactly what they do.
Okay, so bless is. And so these do they use material spells? So I need to have the materials.
No. I ignore the fuck out of that.
Okay, cool. Concentration up to a minute. Is that duration? Is that important?
Yeah, so that's a continuous thing. So like concentration spell is like you have to concentrate on having it done. You can still attack whilst it's you're concentrating on the spell, but you can only have one concentration spell at a time.
Okay, so with bless, I bless up to 3 creatures of my choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, a target can roll a d4 and add the number. So that's quite useful. For like that's basically a bonus to attack, right?
Yeah.
Cure wounds sounds my kind of thing. A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier, which I think is charisma. So that's +3, so that's good. That sounds very good. That's tempting. Detect evil and good. You'll know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. Yeah, that doesn't really seem to fit me quite as well. Heroism, that sounds good. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell's creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to... Nah, I don't think we'd do that. I probably should annoy somebody. Shield of Faith, let's have a look at that. A shimmering field around surrounds a creature of your choice, granting it a +2 AC. I don't know about that. Okay, I think... Can I pick 2 of these, did you say?
You can pick your charisma modifier plus half your spell, half your paladin level rounded down, which is 4.
4 total. Okay, so I pick 4 spells.
You can pick 4 spells. The thing is, you can change these daily. Like you should read into how spells work, kind of offline. But essentially, how they work is that for different classes it works differently. So for wizards, it kind of like you're stuck with the spells that you've got, and then you can learn more. For paladins and druids, what happens is that you learn a number of spells per day. So you have access to all the spells, but you can change which ones you prepare and you've like meditated on and stuff like that each day. So you can change the 4 each day.
So should I just? Is it worth it doing this now?
It is worth it doing now because like you can choose your standard ones because you can like then you kind of know what you're doing.
Okay.
Because then like because you're unlikely to change the ones you kind of like set with.
Oh, okay, cool. I've got something I like. Okay, bless ceremony.
All right. Okay.
Shield of Faith.
Yep.
And protection from evil and good.
What do you do? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good. All right.
I don't think this has worked on my one. I need to add them all individually.
Yeah, I think you have to add them individually.
Sorry. Okay, so let me just be clear. I've got. Did I pick bless?
Yeah. Bless, Shield of Faith, Ceremony, and protection from evil and good.
Shield of Faith.
I would recommend probably choosing one damage one though, just in case.
Yeah. Okay, I will do that. I'll get rid of the.
If I was going to suggest which one.
Hero and. Sorry, get rid of the good and bad one. Or were you going to suggest one?
I mean, to be fair, I would probably suggest Ceremony, but that's up to you.
I actually think Ceremony sounds quite cool, so I want to keep that one. I'll get rid of the blessing, the protect from good and evil, if that's all right. I'll quickly run through the combat ones. Just have a look. So this is you attempt to compel a creature to duel. Oh, that's quite cool. Shit. That's not really a combat one. Is the smite one combat one?
So the one you just said, the compelled duel, is kind of combat. It's kind of like off combat. The other ones
it's taunt, basically, isn't it?
Are damage ones, yeah. Yeah, it's exactly that's exactly what that is. It's taunt. Actually, it's more like Hextech Ultimatum, whatever it's called. The what's it called? Camille one.
Oh right, interesting. Okay, I'll make a bit of change then. I'm going to take Thunderous Smite.
Just to satisfy the jungler in you.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Shield of Faith, and I'm going to take the that one, the Hextech one, which is Compel Duel.
Compel Duel. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I now have Ceremony, Bless, Thunderous Smite, and Compelled Duel.
That sounds good.
Cool.
And Fargrim, you gained a load of cool extra stuff. So you now access your key.
Yes, what is key is how do I know how many I've got? Is it just my monk level?
No, so you have I think two for each of your monk levels. So let me just double check. So there should really be a tracker for it, but there's not, unfortunately. What we could do actually is we can add a tracker. So click on statistics. There's
You have a number of key points equal to your monk level.
Oh, is it equal to your monk level? I thought it was.
I think so.
Because it doesn't make sense. It was less than the monk level. Let me just double check because I don't believe that's true. I mean, I believe you're reading it correctly. I'm
going to spend at least 30 minutes of the rest meditating to regain my key points.
Oh no, that does make sense because you're Oh no, so it says. Yeah, it's basically equal to your monk level. That's fine. But that makes sense because you're level 2. So what we can do.
So it'll just increase.
Yeah. So what we can do is click on the statistics bit in the first page.
Is that the 2 swords? Yeah.
No. Yeah. So the 2 swords there's conditions and statistics. There's a plus next to the statistics.
Oh yeah.
Type in
Name key.
Then have it as a counter, I suppose, because it's a
counter.
The starting value is 2. Reset on a short rest. Did you say?
Yeah.
So reset.
It has to be 30 minutes of meditating.
Yeah, so that's a short rest. So then add. Oh, that's clever. There you go. And then you can click on it and say increase.
Oh yeah, then increase, decrease. Yeah.
There you go. That's smart. Cool. So now you've access
I have to remember to keep using that.
Yeah.
What's the key do?
So yeah, go on.
Some of my like special not special abilities, but like
that's
what's it? For instance, yeah. So it's kind of like, so I have 2 key at the minute, and I can spend key points on my. One of them are actually been really useful. Where is it? Is Step of the Wind. You can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled.
That would have been good.
That would be good for any situation. We did a lot of jumping actually, didn't we?
Yeah, patient defense. You can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. Flurry of blows. Immediately you take the attack action on your turn. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus.
So Dave was doing 2 punches before, one with his main
4.
hand, and now we'll be able to do 3.
Huh?
Oh wow, nice.
So it's as a bonus
2
action.
strikes. Yeah.
So before you do.
You can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
As a bonus action.
Yeah, and you only get 1 bonus action. So what you were doing before as your bonus action was 1 strike. So now you're getting 2.
Oh, okay. So it'd be 3 attacks rather than 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Dave can do some really cool stuff with his key later on. Deflect missiles is one that we were discussing last night, which is hilarious.
Oh, awesome.
Catch missiles and throw them back.
Yeah, you can catch something in midair and just like hurl it back at them.
That's useful.
Yeah, Monk seems like very late game.
Yeah, it is very late. Especially
Just
with
being
like
visible.
Well, one of the things you get, Sam, is immunity to disease, which is later on, which is really, really cool. So you get divine health. At 3rd level, divine magic flow through your body makes you immune to disease.
That's useful.
10th level, monks get immunity to disease and poison. Poison is so like it's just a damage type, whereas disease isn't a damage type. It's just like
Oh shit! Yeah. So he could just get like hit by a poisonous dart and it not take any poison damage.
Well, there's a thing called
I'm already resistant as well.
Yeah, he's already resistant because he's a dwarf, which means he takes.
We're pretty tanky. This is good because we're kind of half tanky.
Yeah.
Although you're still a midget that got chewed up by a crocodile.
But you both have healing. Dave gets healing, and Sam has lay on hands as well. So.
Well, and I got bless as well, which I think does something healing-ish.
Well, I mean, it increases your chance of you succeeding on stuff, but it doesn't necessarily heal you.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm happy with that. That's sick, man. Awesome.
All right, well played, guys. Very well done.
Yeah, well done, man. That was really fun. Really enjoyed that.
Really fun. Yeah.
Oh, it's the first time we've used